Hello, and welcome along to episode 31 of Beldania, where I'm going to do a recap. After fighting the Crimpus last session, we then decided that we would seek out Ula. Who is Ula, I hear you ask? Well, Ula was a Leonin who was outcast from her people. You didn't really know why, and Hennick was a little sort of questioning as to whether this was really something that should be done, especially as the reason it was being done was to seek out the resurrection of somebody long dead, which goes against the ways of nature, and the methods had been implied as very dark in the past. Hey! We're the Rebel. Welcome back to the Quack Pack for almost a year, 11 months, look at you! That's how long this campaign's been running. We did eventually decide to seek out Ula. This was mostly done by Alessio standing on the table and waving his shirt around to see if he can get anybody's attention, and Hennick actually paying attention to what's going on. After which you went down to the warehouses, found your way down to Ula, who appeared to be quite well acquainted. She didn't seem like a beggar at all. She was quite well dressed, and she had a veritable army of bodyguards. And it turned out she was something of a mystic, cast down from her people because she was female and had magic that was arcane, not divine. She did tell of Mimna Colric, the island out to the east, where she suggested that perhaps Chiavo might also come from, as magic is common there, especially in the women. And then she told you that she had been approached by a drow regarding some druids who were on the east coast of Veralia, who were causing, she believes, maybe causing some of the problems with the nature in them. And that's where we will pick back up. But who is playing with us today? Today I have playing with me, on a most unfortunate, sad and depressing note, Jamal.
Wow, how incredibly rude of you. Hey guys, it's Jamal. Gonna be playing Chiavo, but James doesn't care for that. Chiavo is an Order of the Scribes Leonin wizard, and I also have a talking spellbook that is just as much of a douchebag as our DM.
Yep.
Also played by our DM. So, that's Chiavo.
I have Rico.
Hey, I'm Rico. I'm playing Torin Goldenbrand, the Dragonborn Paladin.
I have Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm playing Hennick Littlefield, the halfling farmer and bard.
I have Josh.
Hi, it's me. I'm the.
Are we having that every session this week?
Auntie. Okay, anyway. I'm Josh. I will be playing Sebastian Belmont, the Abjuration Wizard.
And for those of you who didn't get the reference, because that was a Taylor Swift song, I also have Bruno.
I too am a Swiftie. But on that note, today I'm playing the Commoner Noble, Alessio McPherson, here to bring people back from the dead and take no names, because he's not smart enough to remember them.
Something like that. And our group was mostly milling around in the town of Ulsmire, waiting for some armor, basically. And over those couple of days, is there anything that you guys would be doing specifically? Or shall we fast forward past that time?
I think I'm happy to fast forward.
Anybody got anything they desperately needed to do?
I don't think there's anything I was planning to do, no.
No, you bought some leather. That happened. Which you needed, right?
Yeah, I sold a bunch of leather, and then I bought some more leather.
Bruno?
Are we allowed... Can I work again during my downtime to make some money?
Probably not from the Leonins. They're not very giving. You might get some boiled tweets out of it. But
any merchants that aren't Leonins?
I would say actually that's fair. Give me a charisma check.
Yep.
Let's see whether you can get yourself hired to load or unload some ships in the harbor.
I'm glad you didn't ask me for persuasion, because while my charisma is a +2, my persuasion is +1.
Mm-hmm.
I got persuasive. A 13. No, I have a -1 bonus to it. I'm not sure why.
Because this is Beldania, and you have -1s and 2s to most of your stats.
Oh, I literally completely forgot.
Yeah, that'd be why. Cool. You managed to get yourself hired for a couple of, rough and ready sailor ships, and you earn yourself a total of 47 copper.
Very nice.
Which is not bad, or 4 silver and 7 copper if you prefer.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
Thank you.
Chiavo, you bought some herbs already, right? So you don't need any more.
Yeah, would I be able to use this downtime? Would I have enough time in this downtime to make some?
You have 2 days. Do you have a traveler's alchemy kit with you?
Do I have a traveler's alchemy kit?
Oh,
I would have
right.
thought so, considering I was doing alchemy anyway as I was going around on the.
Yeah, you have alchemy.
supplies,
You have
but-
you have alchemy supplies. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So yeah, you're able to sort of, most to the annoyance of the oligarch who is looking after you. You'll start bubbling. Wow, stop bubbling,
Bubbling.
Chiavo. What's wrong with you? You'll start bubbling and making strange smells in the back of her little inn. But go ahead and give me 2 alchemy checks, 1 for each day.
I can use Magecraft to that as well, right?
You can roll these at advantage with Magecraft, yes.
Yes. Okay, so 2 alchemy checks with
Uh-huh.
advantage.
Yep.
First
You're
one is
one of a couple of people who just, every time I suggest anything, they just respond back with the same thing I've just said to them. I had this with Salty yesterday.
Like acknowledging it.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it? Okay, it's just really
definitely,
weird. I feel like there's an echo. The first is
no, that's
a...
fine. 14.
Is it fine? Yes, and the second is a...
Pretty sure it's fine. The next one's an 18.
Okay, cool. You can go and fix your D&D Beyond extension. Beyond 20. And...
working at all.
Nope. And you can also add 3 greater healing potions and 3 standard healing potions.
Okay.
Did the days backwards, obviously. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check straight as well, please.
That's a 14.
14. I don't think that's good enough. Let's try out on that. Yeah, you've learned a bit more about making healing potions, but you already knew quite a lot about making healing potions, so you haven't got any better at alchemy. And with that, we will just double check with Josh and Joe. Did either of you have anything that you needed to do over the next 2 days? Or are you happy to fast a full war day?
Yeah, basically, I mean, it's stuff that doesn't have any real consequence. I would, take Black Radish off the ship for a little while. You know what I mean, that kind of thing. Just hang around, but maybe help. I mean, we're gonna be, everybody gave me extra part of the money here so that I can buy food, but now we're gonna be on the ship again for a while. So I'd maybe try to contribute to making sure that the ship itself has good supplies for the next leg of the journey. But...
Yeah, I think that. Why don't I just open this like the second we start playing? I think that given what you've done for Goran, he's going to be very welcoming to the idea of you spending time cooking with him, perhaps even shopping with him for some supplies. But go ahead and give me a cooking check to see whether you can really work out much of the food and stuff on offer in Halion. It's very different, very unusual.
26.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's just like, it might as well have come from your garden. Yeah, so you're able to understand that a lot of the food here is, a lot of it's very meat-based, and they tend to cook a lot of their meat on skewers, which means that once it's cooked in this sort of long, slow, smoking manner, actually lasts quite a lot longer. And you also see some of the sort of thick, rich tubers that grow along the edges of the river being scraped out and repurposed, almost like potatoes. I don't know if you've had ladies' fingers in real life, but yeah, very much like that. They're sort of, I don't even know how to explain them, but they're a vegetable, but they taste like potatoes. Yeah, lots of sort of... they don't have anything in terms of carbs, really, here, except a very thin, flat bread. So a lot of the vegetables are used to try and make them as starchy as possible to make it feel like a full meal. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. We'll give you advantage, Henrik. I think that,
Wow.
learning about things in the world is a little easier for Henrik than learning about things out of a book. Oh, look at that! You got the DC and the intelligence wizard didn't. You can go ahead and add a point to cooking in your notes. I think that puts you at a 4, right? Or possibly even a 5. No mechanical change for a 4. There is a mechanical change for a 5, so do let me know.
Just a 4.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, at some point we will reach a 5 and you'll have advantage on it.
Awesome.
Oh, but yeah, Goran will be much more welcoming to you being in the kitchen with him, and perhaps that might even mean that your shipmates get to go about their day with increased maximum HP. Sebastian, as Henrik walks Black Radish, Alessio loads ships, Torin chills?
Torin is probably finishing up one of his books, A Kiss, Sweet Mother, and as soon as he finishes,
it's a great read.
As soon as he finishes the last page, he'll close it and sort of just sit there and sort of ponder, but it looks almost painful, his pondering, and that's really all he's doing.
Would you like to know how the book ended?
I would. Rico would love to know.
It's the last line of the book, I believe, is sweet mother, send your child unto me. For the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear, and wait child for the dread father, rewards the patient. You will be visited by a representative of our order.
Amazing.
I like Skyrim books.
I think that Torin, this having been really the first adult novel that he's ever read, probably slightly traumatized.
Yeah. Expecting a sweet kiss from his mother, instead read an entire book about basically professional assassination. Give me a wisdom check, Torin.
A wisdom check.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's better than an int check for you, isn't it? Oh! With the nat 20
for a 19.
For a 19. That's an important add. Go ahead and add a point to history. You've learned something about the dark elements of the world.
Hey,
Sebastian, what have you been up to?
So I think in a couple of days I will be casting what?
When your mic came on, there was a clamor of sound coming through it, but it's fine. It's good now.
Yeah, in a couple of days, I'll be casting Mage Armor.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that's a very high DC, I think.
We just say it's forever now.
No, we can't just say it's forever. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check, but it's a pretty high DC.
26.
All right. Big numbers are big. You now only need to cast Mage Armor every other day. So for each other day, you can unprep it. You're getting there.
I was already at that, but okay.
Oh, were you?
I thought I was,
so.
but fine if not. And I will also be scouting the markets for new ways to making tea.
Okay. Tea is fairly popular here, but chocha is even more popular. If you spend a little time out and about sniffing the herb that is sold out on the streets, you find for yourself a new recipe, and you can indeed make chocha. I think I have the ingredients here. I've been in the process of converting everything to the website instead of to D&D Beyond, so that's a slow process. I don't. Okay. So if for now you want to add honey and anise, ANISE, to your inventory, you are missing an ingredient, but that's not a problem. Cocoa leaf is only used for this. You will be able to give yourself resistance to fire, and indeed anybody else that you hand it to. Resistant to fire as the heat heats you from the inside and blocks it out from the outside. Torin won't care for it because it's completely useless, but everybody else will be over the moon.
Other than the taste.
Yeah, the taste great.
I think when I'm not got Mage Armor prepared, instead I'm gonna prepare Sending.
Cool. So now that you've teed up and you've practiced your Mage Armor, are you doing any... You were experimenting on a spell, were you not, at some point? I think you were trying to combine some spells or something, I don't know.
Not that I remember, but now I feel like I may be forgetting something.
That's alright if not. That's absolutely fine.
I was long ago thinking of a way to make Leaf into Dagger the opposite, but I haven't really started that idea.
Oh, just like wave your hand and everybody's weapons turn to leaves.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
I guess I'll experiment with that. I guess. I mean, I only have the cantrip to really base a spell off of it, so.
Maybe you need to consult with a transmutation wizard, Josh.
I'd rather kill myself than talk to a transmutation wizard.
He hates transmutation.
Wow.
Thinks it's useless. He's probably right.
I think the subclass, as it is written, is
It's
pretty
terrible.
shitty.
It is absolutely terrible. I agree with you. Let me just have a little look. See what you've got. Okay, you do have fly. That sort of allows you to understand a little bit about changing the state of things in the world. But you're definitely missing an element. Wait, maybe not actually. I haven't looked at your spell book. You have adamantine weapon?
Yep, I sure do. It was when I was fucking around with the Rico.
Fucking around with that Tauren sword, yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah, I like that. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. You haven't managed to produce the spell you were aiming for, but you have produced something.
Turn swords into bamboo sticks?
Maybe.
Nat 20 for a 28.
Nice. You have managed to create a 4th level spell, which is similar to a mass suggestion / mass illusion. You can't actually turn enemy swords into leaves, but with a wisdom save, you can make them think that you've turned swords into leaves, which is something. It's an illusory effect on their swords. I don't know what effect that will have on them. You'll have to find out. But in the meantime, once you've done your study of the for the day, and the group of you are alerted by Phoebe that the boat's ready to travel when you are. On the final day, Alessio McPherson, you can go and collect your armor.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la, indeed. This is something to behold. Wait me a second. I do have a picture of it somewhere, I think. We have a picture of it? Oh, we don't. But yeah, when you arrive, it's sort of ridged plates made to look like the scales of dragons. He sort of carved up this huge worm plate and used it for like individual plates, if you like, effectively splinting them together. Each one of these plates is lined in obsidian, giving this sort of black and deep purple effect. It stands sort of proud with high pauldron shoulders. It's incredibly sort of rigid and robust, but when you're wearing it, it's flexible. It moves with you. It's beautifully created. The interlocking plates sort of maneuver along as you move. The gauntlets and the sort of heavy boots also provided mean that you're protected from all angles. There's even a sort of front visor down helmet if you wish, which obviously you can wear in the battle. And yeah,
because my hair is too pretty for a helmet.
Well, perhaps if you know that you're going into a big scary battle, in the meantime you can leave the helmet. Or bunk. It will.
They'll be
no
more
effect.
intimidated by my beauty.
Yeah.
Any chance we can pick up some like polish and lacquer to gift to Alessio to go with his fancy new
Of
armor?
course you can, Chiavo.
The armorer will make sure that you have the appropriate equipment to keep your armor looking shiny and beautiful. You're advertising his store and his incredible work. Although where he's going to get another worm plate from, no one knows. But Alessio, you
That
look
one's a
fabulous.
mystery.
And your
Do you guys like it?
the
I got it on
number
sale.
the number in your AC box is also looking fabulous, I believe.
You look wonderful, Alessio.
Cheeky 21.
Yeah.
You remind me of the heroes of old.
Oh, thank you, Torin. But I am quite young. Don't be misled by this new armor.
And once that is done, you can all get on the boat. Phoebe sort of takes one look at Alessio and just shakes her head, like, what on earth is he wearing?
Oh, Phoebe, stop trying to flirt with me, you old dog.
She says nothing. Yeah, cool. You guys can get on the boat and head onwards. Phoebe will consult with you as to exactly where you want to go.
Map, please, kind sir.
Oh, are you guys on the map?
Please.
No.
Oh, you're on the starting screen? I'm on the map. I've been on the map since the
Yes.
beginning. It's not very helpful to you, is
I
it?
would like to go here,
Do you?
personally, as Alessio. I would like to visit.
That seems a
Morales
little
Coast.
direct. You're currently here.
Yes, indeed. What else would I do except being direct?
Well, are we gonna try to stop along the desert and head out and help those, or try?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna try to hit up Mimna Krulvik here.
Well, there's
Oh,
lots of...
I was thinking inland to help out those dragons that are buried in the sand.
Oh yes, the dragons.
Yeah.
So that's at the
Might be
Oasis,
beyond us,
a little south of Ilvacornis.
Like right there.
Well, no, it's east of the Oasis, so on the... It's fairly close. Yeah, exactly there, where that ping is going on.
So, could we do Way of the Path and that in one go?
You want to do the Oasis way of the path?
Along with the dragons.
Because that would
I
be
think
quite useful.
It's a big
we
number.
we might have to do it the other way around though.
Apparently, they get harder in order.
Oh really?
Is what it is.
Well, the one is meant to traverse the way of the path 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how it's designed, right? So,
Things are a
yeah.
little out of order.
I mean, we did 11 in Sandringham,
yeah,
didn't we?
yeah, but some of them
So-
don't have combat in, so you may well be okay. Some
did
of them
them,
do,
like-
and Torrin nearly disappeared for good, right?
Where was that again?
That was a way of the path. It was number 11, I believe.
Then again, we did that, and we were severely, like, we were much weaker. Surely now at 17 would be...
Much weaker is an interesting phrase. It was a long time ago, I'll give you that, but you were level 6. That doesn't happen very often in this campaign.
Yeah.
It might have
It's
been
only been
3.5
2 levels,
months
Yeah,
ago.
but are we forgetting, like, this armor
okay.
and my spear?
I'm not
and-
saying you can't do it. You may well find that it's not even got any combat in it, but you
Is
may
there
wish to
anything-
consult somebody who knows something about it.
Yeah.
Is there anything of note in Ilvacornis?
It's the non-Leonin town. So Ilvacornis is mostly full of satyrs. I don't know. There's a lot of good music. I hear they like spoken word there.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah. They like music and dancing, and probably not. No.
Now I kind of want to go there.
There's probably nothing of use there. But the buried dragons, you had made a promise, and if you promise a dragon, you should probably adhere to
Okay,
your
so we
promise.
definitely need to go there.
Yeah, they are actually. It's actually this little hill. Just there, and from there, if you want to head up to the Oasis and see what's going on, it might be possible.
I think that the choice is clear here, because even if we go here, then we can get more information on the way of the path, and then if we decide, we can also go to Mimna Kolrik.
Yep.
But like in character for Alessio, this also gives me an advantageous position because I can go to Voralio after if I wish.
Yeah, I mean the plan was always to come up this east side coast, right? Except originally you were going to enter Veralia through the entrance.
That is my 2 cents on the decision.
You
James-
could leave Mimna Kolrik to a later date still. There are further things we could check along this particular coastline rather than going to Mimna Kolrik and leave that for sometime in the near or more distant future.
Mm-hmm.
There's some options.
We only wanted to go there because of Kiavo, right?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, she did tell you, did Ula, that there are many magic Leonins there who may have a lot more information.
Okay.
She has.
Sorry, I was tunnel vision.
That's all right.
Voralio.
But it's very much, it is sidetracking. Whichever way you look at it, Milner Colric is sidetracking. And given that you have quite an important mission, you can always go there on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go there, Kiavo, I mean...
We probably could stretch for a trip on the way back.
Maybe.
Yeah, whenever you want, like, honestly, the only reason I wanted to go there is because Torrid said, "Oh, we should go there for Kiavo."
So Phoebe sort of looks at you and, so we go along the coast till we see buried dragons? Is that the plan? Okay. Very well.
That's exactly correct.
Very good. Wow, okay. Alright, let's be off!
As
Go on.
the boat sets off, there's a Actually, no, I will hold off on that until we get closer.
Okay. Yeah, the boat makes relatively good progress down the coast. And you sort of get to about here, and then the sun begins to set. It's quite a long journey up the coast, so that'll be the first sort of day. Just getting acclimatized to the boat. It probably wasn't that early a leaving off, as you had to go and collect the armor in the morning. And the sun sets, so night watch comes in. The boat obviously sails through the night. And as the sun rises in the morning, who's an early riser?
Hennick, I assume.
Yep. Hennick and Alessio.
Yeah.
Alessio,
probably working out.
as you're doing your stretches out on the boat, and Hennick, as you are perhaps heading to the chef's galley, you will immediately see the sun rising on the coast of Halion. And it's wrong.
Oh.
It's incorrect. There is no way that
Hennick?
anything could be that tall.
The sun.
Mounds of sand stacked so high, they block out all other view of the coast. Stand to the north. When they said the dragons were buried, I don't think you realized the proportion, the size. We're looking at perhaps 1.5 miles into the sky. These sand piles extend. And Phoebe will sort of stop the boat and put the anchor down and look at you all, and the land has changed a little bit. That there, and she points a little way out to sea. That's meant to be coast. There's a beach there. There's a village there. And she's pointing to ocean.
So it's sunk down.
It looks like it's
Or
sunk
was
up.
pulled in at top. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, Hennick, if I may say, even though this is a terribly saddening view, it's a beautiful sunset to share with you.
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Sun up.
It's
Sun
the
up.
morning.
Sorry, I never know my ups and downs, lefts and rights.
Oh dear.
As the rest of you all
Well,
join out on the dock, out on the boat, you'll hear the rest of this conversation. Sorry, carry on, Hennick.
No, that's fine. I was just saying, I've never seen the proper version of this before. This is certainly majestic in a way. Obviously, Phoebe, you want to be careful, not following your charts and such. Take it easy. Don't speed through on our account. I don't want you hitting any kind of weirdness underneath the water either. But well, I suppose if we've promised, we got to go look. But I had enough trouble with a couple of crimpers. I don't want to fight a mountain necessarily. That's beyond a mountain.
I may echo Hennick's thoughts here. I'm not sure what kind of fighting we could do here.
Well, I have no qualms about retreating from a mountain. But I do think that we should go see.
She will refuse to get any closer.
Okay.
She will gladly take her boat round in sort of, I'm going to use a ruler. I think that works. You guys can see the ruler, right? She'll either go like that, or she will drop you off at the coast and let you walk. But there is no way she is going this way.
Too close to the
She's
whatever the hell that is for
The
comfort.
sea has swallowed the island, and the island is a mountain. I don't think
Could
she
she
trusts
meet
it.
us? Could she meet us here?
Yeah, she'll
So, like-
gladly cut out to sea, and she'll tell you that as soon as the strangeness is past, she'll meet you. But she'd sort of prefer to meet you at Ilmacolnus, to be honest.
Are you guys fine with that?
I mean, I have Tamarin with me, so I'm okay to go for a bit of a hoofing.
This is days and days, though, right? I mean, look, it's taken us days to get across this distance.
Yeah,
by
it
ship, let alone
looks like a
land.
week's journey to Ilvacornus almost.
It's probably a week's journey. Yeah.
But I'm still not 100% certain what I'm looking at. Is this just a gigantic mound of sand?
That's like several, I think, mounds of sand.
Yeah, it's just this huge. I mean, it's so big you can't even really work out what it is. It's like a mountain, but do you know how like the sand dunes look in the desert?
Yeah.
It's like that, but
way bigger.
a mile and a half high.
So we
higher
can
than
go
Everest.
to it, but
That's
what exactly do we do when we get there?
God, Alessio sounding sensible for a second.
I really have no idea. That is a lot of sand.
Well, I
Well,
don't.
my concern is that going to Veralia is supposed to tell us what to do when we get to things like this. We're hoping they'll have some idea how to deal with these crazy reshapings of the land and the land doing odd things and fighting people and all that. If we don't know that as soon as possible, every one of these things that we run into is going to be impossible for us to handle. I don't know.
But these are dead dragons, right? So
No, they seem to be
we're-
able to hold their breath down there or some such.
They don't have to breathe.
oh,
They've got enough magic in them to just.
that's freaky.
Um,
Well, I agree with you, Henrik.
Josh, go on. Sorry.
I would like to cast Sending,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to send a message to Furlock,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to say, "Hey, how are you? What have you been up to? Me, just on a boat. I know that sounds crazy, but it is what it is. Call back. Bye. Oh, see ya."
Farlock responds, Sebastian, it's been a long time. We are doing good work down at the warfront. Almost all purple mist is cleared. And madness is no longer present. Hope you're safe. Bye.
I'll just think to myself, gosh, he sounds a bit robotic. But that's
I'm counting. Yeah. Everybody on the boat was expecting you to ask him about mountains. Everybody on the boat was surprised.
Everybody in the boat
if he
shaking their
does
head.
this. Well, do you do it out loud or not? You probably don't have to, but maybe you do. But so I would know that I would probably know that he's casting sending.
see he's casting
because of the
sending, yeah.
components, because I think we learned it together. So I think Henrik would assume that what has happened. Well, not really. He knows. Anyway, he's going to say to Sebastian, "Have you been talking to the dragon that we promised to see if he's all right with us putting this off?"
no. I was asking my mum for a tea recipe. She said she'll get back to me, so fingers crossed.
I see, highly important. But it does raise the prospect that, well, one of us, perhaps a bit more responsible with our messages, could do so if we felt we needed to, I don't know, hedge on that promise a bit.
That's true.
I don't know what the word
responsible-
means, but that's subtext.
That's very true, Henrik, and that responsible person should really get on that.
Wow.
Right.
Well, just as soon as we've decided whether we're stopping or not.
Torrent, give me a charisma save.
It's a 26.
Yeah, you do
Wow.
feel in some way compelled, but Torrent's quite good at doing what he wants to do. is able to sort of shrug off that feeling. But as soon as you do feel a kind of innate guilt.
Definitely.
You know, I mean, I think you probably were feeling that anyway, but yes, there was some element of magic
like
promised to it.
like I'm leaving family behind or something, maybe.
Mm.
Oh, there's an element of
But
magic.
there's an element of magic in the promise you made to the dragon.
Oh.
Even though in your your character's eyes, you probably didn't promise. The dragon very much took it as such.
I don't suppose we could cast Sending on one of these dragons.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The buried ones, I mean.
Oh, the buried ones. No, I don't think we know them well enough.
Yeah, we don't know them.
It was a struggle to make it work. That's why we had to have the chef do it himself.
I mean, I assume that Torin could be convinced, especially by Hennick, that traveling to Veralia is the best way to help these dragons. And
Is
perhaps that might counteract this magic that's compelling me to want to help them.
Yeah, I mean,
how-
you shrugged it off. You got 26.
Yeah.
Christmas eggs.
Yeah.
How long? Because look, even is where she's willing to put us. I imagine it's going to be a pretty strong diversion, even to just sort of get off and walk up to go see. Yep, nothing we can do. Right. I mean,
right?
By the time you've got from where she's
things.
dropping you up to there, you might as well continue on to Ilvercornus and meet her on the other side.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Just wanted to make sure.
You have to go quite close to the oasis, which is in one person's favour. You know, Sebastian's determined to do the way of the path.
Well, I mean, it's not as though we're never going to make any other diversions
Okay.
on this journey, I'm sure, but...
I had a question before, actually, that I had that may be pertinent now. Where exactly in Veralia are we meant to be dropped off, so to speak?
Well, the original plan was to go up to the centre of the river
That's what I
and
thought.
to maneuver up to Eriswavia and then to visit the capital of Serendalin, which can't be accessed by sea. It must be accessed by land. The strange druids are apparently on the east coast, somewhere near 22 over there. Eldin, obviously, is a place that both Chiavo and Sebastian will want to visit, as it's renowned for the large contingency of elven mages there, who may have magic to trade and to learn.
How many miles is it from the coast to the oasis?
$96. Well, technically that was to the middle of the oasis. 77.
Okay, so it would take me 7.7 hours to get there. Because on Phantom Steed you can go 10 miles an hour.
But that's only if you bugger off on your own.
Just an option. I'm just weighing my options.
Leave us to struggle for days and days. I see how it is.
Okay, hold on, guys. I have a thing. It is called a bird feather token that I received from a rock once upon a time, that I can quite literally use to transform into a gigantic flying bird that could likely carry all of us.
Can I just remind you guys that you have a donkey, a cart, 2 steeds, and a phantom steedcaster. You can travel across land quite easily. What's going to take you a week is getting round the mountain and dealing with it and visiting, and working it all out.
God.
Yeah, it's probably no slower for you to ride up here than it is for her to have to sail all the way around it. Obviously, if you guys were just to bypass it completely and go over here, yes, it would be quicker. But if she's going to sail back to the coast, you will probably get there about the same time she does.
And Theseus might have some ideas.
That he might.
Well, ask him then.
Well, I was considering getting close so I could actually properly describe everything to Theseus, but I guess I could ask now. That might work. I'll use my spellbook.
Oh, yes.
It's been some very interesting and, dare I say, odd things been happening to the land. There's huge mounds of sand, more than a mile high into the sky, and something seems to be buried underneath it.
Riveting.
Do you know of any magic that could move such a large amount of material?
Yes.
What sort of magic would be suitable? Do you...
It's usually the area of Druids. But even the most simple of wizards can mold and shape earth. Hell, you might be able to manage it yourself. It would take a while for that amount, but repetition never hurt the idiot.
A while. How long would we be talking for something so huge?
Well, you'd have to do the mathematics of how many 5 feet cubes are in your mountain.
That's a lot of 5 feet cubes. Oh dear.
As I said, repetition never hurt the idiot.
True, but is there anything that you know of could do something significantly more at once? Are we talking...
Well, the stronger a mage, the stronger they could,
Druids?
the stronger of magic they could produce. A druid would be able to shape stone far more easily than or shape sand, in for that matter, than a wizard. Things such as erupting earth. But you are somewhat intellectual, are you not? There's more than one way to move sand. You don't just have to pick it up and move it. What if, for example, it was to gather water and slowly slide back down, or a great gust of wind was to blow it away? Think outside the box.
Interesting solutions.
Simple
see what I
passage
can
of a passage of space underneath the mountain might eventually collapse it, if you're able to use it hard enough. I mean, it's sand, right? All sand castles collapse eventually, even if from the
This
bottom.
is true.
This is sort of
I'll
telling
see
you
what
that
I
he's
can
not
do.
going to give you the answers, because the DM wants you
yeah.
to think about this problem yourselves.
Yeah, no. The
But-
problem is, the problem is on a me level. I'm looking through my spellbook and like, there's not much here.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not in a place to cast whirlwind or reverse gravity, sure,
That's yeah.
or control weather, whatever. But
We might be able to find someone who can.
well, not necessarily. You might also just have simple things like, I think one of you might have mold earth, erupting earth might be a thing. You know, just little things as well.
As Kiavo relays this,
Mhm.
how long are we going to stand on this boat, plotting away for what we do not know? We are planning the battle without even knowing what the enemy ahead is. Not to mention that, has anyone questioned what is going to happen once these dragons burst out of their shells? Are we just going to assume that they're all going to hug Torin and sing the Kumbaya as a happy family? If they're there, they're for a reason, right? We can't just take them out and expect them to do nothing.
I mean, the dragon did request that you got his friends out. That dragon was quite nice to you, but...
I stand by what I said. What happens to the people or being that put them there once we take them out? We don't have enough information to pursue on this battle. It would be incredibly unwise to do this at this point.
This battle, well, now seems to be part of the entire battle we're proceeding on this whole time. I mean, I don't want to stand above my station, obviously, but if we're not ready to stand up to whoever has been, or whatever has been changing the land, then we may as well go on home.
That is not what I said. I just don't see why we should sacrifice ourselves right now without truly understanding what we are sacrificing. We don't know what is going to happen when we go in there. We don't know how those dragons are going to react, even if they were, Torin, your dragon's friends. It doesn't mean that they are still his friends. It doesn't mean that the land is going to allow us to take them. Have you seen the things we fought?
You afraid of the dragons, Alessio?
No, I'm not afraid of the dragons. I just see pointless sacrificing lives into the unknown. every battle we've gone into, I could at least observe and plan ahead. This, it's a pile of sand.
It is.
Then observe and plan ahead, McPherson. What's your problem?
There is nothing to look at.
Look at the sand. Think of something.
I would be maybe interested in looking at the sand up a little closer.
Besides, who knows? Maybe Alessio may be particularly handy with a shovel.
So is the plan, guys, to make for the shore? See what you come up against?
So look,
Yes.
too bad, right?
I think at this point I vote yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been a while since Alessio got to ride his horse. Are you enlargificating it?
He doesn't even want to go.
Well, there is that. But if he does
He's on the
go,
boat.
you're gonna ride a horse, not walk, I assume. Oh, cool.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to go, but I have to do it for Torin, so I will go.
We are a team.
Okay. Phoebe will put you in on the coast.
Since we're disembarking, I will remember to cast Mage Armor at this point.
Yep. Lasts 24 hours.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Phantom Steed, but I'm gonna make it look like a flying carpet. Obviously, I know it can't fly, but I'm gonna make it look like a flying carpet, and then as we traverse, I'm just gonna be like, a whole new world.
Okay.
Alex, like, I knew it was coming.
Yeah. I love the fact that your magic carpet is equipped with a saddle, bit, and bridle.
Yeah, they're just on the carpet instead of like.
That's
beside
fair
the
to
horse.
say. I don't suppose you're generous enough to cast Phantom Steed for Chiavo as well, are you?
Absolutely.
Fuck is he?
Absolutely not.
Chiavo, everybody else has a ride. What are you doing? Did you learn Phantom Steed? Did you get Phantom Steed off Josh?
No,
No? Okay. Did you have a
I
plan?
know I did get it as a ritual, yeah.
Wait, if I take my horse out of its miniature state, who's gonna make it a tiny horse again?
Who made it a tiny horse?
It was the mages back in...
Major School.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the capital.
So before I open this...
They have told you, Phoebe has told you that she can get the horse on in full size. She just doesn't think it's very nice for the horse.
Can I just ride on Sebastian's Phantom Steed? Would that be
You might
allowed?
have to ask Chiavo.
I'll either way. Or Torin, or like, you know...
I don't think you can double up, no. I definitely wouldn't say that, not across this distance. You can sit in the cart with Hennek.
Yeah, I'll do that because I actually want to speak to Hennek.
Yeah,
So that's
okay.
actually really good. Oh my god, that's
I
perfect.
mean, again, I do have this giant bird that we can ride on to get there.
Save it.
Chiavo, you have Phantom Steed, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
cool.
what would my Phantom Steed be? Because it's the first time I've used
Well,
it.
no, you tell me. Just the cart decides what it looks like.
Alright, yeah. It's a very good question. I actually didn't give this a thought. Well, for the time being, I have a Phantom Steed. I don't know how it looks, but we'll have to come to that.
Rico, I don't want to Tolkien it too hard here, but giant bird sounds like a way for us to get away from something. It's okay.
Well, but it lasts for 100 it can
Honestly,
fly for 160 miles or something.
You
so,
guys
like,
do whatever you want with it. I don't mind if you use the bird to can move a mountain. You know, whatever it is that you want to do. Honestly, I don't mind if you use it to drop the ring in the...
No, it's better.
mountain.
It's better as a contingency plan, obviously.
Regardless, as you all get to the coast, Chiavo, what the fuck does that Phantom Steed look like?
Okay, considering we're in the desert, it's going to be a sort of wispy, vapory sort of... It was a slightly ethereal-looking camel.
Okay.
Because we're in the desert.
Yeah. Ethereal camel, a floating carpet.
Sebastian kind of just like scoffs at the shoddy looking camel.
A donkey and a cart with Alessio on board wearing dragon plate, and Torin, this mighty steed. Remind me of the name.
Tamarind.
Tamarind sort of rides into the picture, appearing to get larger by each pass until eventually, the full-shaped Tamarind comes by and seems to have missed you as much as you've missed him.
Oh, I'll give him a nuzzle and a slap on the butt or something.
Yeah, and we are no longer in the waters, so let's get rid of that music. Yeah, it's going to be a fairly long ride, I guess. So you guys just going to head dead north and see what we get to?
Hold on.
More specifically, are you going to ride straight at Big Sand Mountain?
Yeah, I'm going to use the feature of the face-shrouded armor and cast Find the Path. Find the most direct path to where we're trying to get to.
Which is?
The buried dragons.
Right, okay. At first you're a little confused as it seems to point slightly downwards into the ground. But you'll work that one out pretty quickly.
He'll sort of like try to he'll try to like bend down to like make it like point more straight.
Yeah. Under normal circumstances, it would be a 70-mile ride. How far can Aquarius travel in a day?
Probably barely at all. He's not really supposed to carry people.
The donkey itself is just plodding, and the cart is just sort of pulled along.
Yeah, I mean,
cart in
normal...
sand. That's good.
Yeah, let's see. How the hell is it? Movements, travel, pace. I mean, it's
it's done like that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just going to be normal. The base rules just say, your mounts can't really make you go any faster. It's the magical ones that can. So it's probably just going to be the old 24 miles a day kind of thing.
Does it count as a mule, I think, right? Because donkeys don't exist, do they?
Yeah, no.
No.
Donkeys were invented after the Middle Ages, apparently.
Yeah, something like that. I would say that, you're probably looking at a couple of days to get there. The biggest problem is that even the most sure-footed of mounts, the ethereal camel and the floating carpet, it's still, you just can't go directly. The sand sort of wavers in hills. Sometimes you've got to go with the way the path of the road is for those of you who are, on a donkey pulling a cart with wheels. And there is sort of these strange, large palm trees that come out of nowhere and sort of huge to behold. And a couple of times you're attacked by strange little... How do I even explain these creatures? They're like dogs, but they sort of... They don't actually come and fight you, but they sort of hound at you. They come up from great speeds and sort of bark wildly and growl and yip and then sort of swing off again. And after about 3 or 4 hours, those of you who are more sort of battle-trained and wilderness-aware, Alessio and Torin, you would realize that this is sort of the communication of a pack that are trying to sort of get you surrounded. Any thoughts?
I'll start shooting a few.
You can start shooting them with...
But here's my thinking, right?
What are you shooting them with? Sorry.
I
don't know. Do you have a bow, a crossbow?
So much to pick from. But what I was gonna say is, before I actually do this, could I have been speaking to Henrik and then lead into the conversation that will premeditate this fight?
Yeah, you can have a chat.
Can I say something to
Yeah,
Henrik
have a chat with Henrik,
and then
yeah.
I'll let him know about the wolves? Well, there's never really a good time to spark up a conversation, but for the last few days,
I think it's always a good time.
Well, yes, because you're a bard.
I suppose I am, of a sort.
I have been thinking a lot about the conversations we've been having, and I've come to the realization that perhaps being willing to put everyone's life at risk is not an appropriate exchange for the life of one person. So, even though I will still pursue it if I absolutely have to, I will do everything in my power to find every possible light and positive and good way to achieve what I want to achieve.
I think that's very wise.
Well, thank you. I do think a lot. I just don't voice it.
That's good. It doesn't always have to come out. It's not for others. It's for your own mind.
Also, you can't be strong, pretty, and smart. That would just be too much. Hennick, you make me laugh.
I mean, that actually gets at it. He's like, yeah, you don't want to. Of course, you don't want to look too impressive. That's it.
Plus, I've been traveling with you lot for a while now, and I must say that my objectives, not objections, but also my objections to some of your values have perhaps changed. I mean, look at me. Here I am, instead of being on a boat to Voralia, helping that dragon-headed knobhead.
The what?
The
dress.
army things. It's a term of endearment, you'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see whether we can help or not. But well, I mean, I just started. I got to thinking that I don't want to show up somewhere to ask for advice about all this and have them go, "Well, what did you see?" And have us say, "We saw almost nothing from a real far distance." So
that's a good point. That's actually a really good point. Very clever. I seem to only be able to strategize things in my mind if I can see two swords crossing each other. And I think at this point I would catch on to what the wolves are doing, and I'll relay to you, Hennig.
Very much not wolves, but yes.
I'll catch on to whatever this strategy to kind of surround this is, and I'll relay to Hennig.
well, that's concerning.
Yes. Should I start shooting?
Well, I suppose I don't really know the best way to handle that.
You could
Make sure the
perhaps
others-
switch the path, become unpredictable.
Torin will sort of look back on the group and sort of explain, we need to stay together. Do not show them weakness. Do not show them that we are vulnerable.
I'll take my shirt off. Worry not, Torin!
Hearing this whole conversation, I'm gonna cast Private Sanctum on myself so that I don't hear any sound.
Fair. That's what makes you happy. Yeah, okay, so
You're gonna die, boy!
what were you shooting at them with?
Well, if Hennig does give me the heads up for this, I will shoot at them with my crossbow. Maria.
Maria? Okay.
Maria.
Maria. Yeah.
Maria.
New York City. Okay.
Hennig declines to give a command on this one. This defers to his older and more woodsman-like friend Torin for dealing with a pack of wild.
I mean,
attacking
Torin,
animals.
he did give us the instructions. He said, just don't look intimidating, stay together. So I guess I would actually not shoot. I would just follow what Torin told me to do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like we need to stay as a unit, make ourselves appear at like a large moving thing as opposed to like individual smaller moving things.
Okay.
If we need cover and safety, provided I have enough time, I could always create a sanctuary of our own.
Cool.
But we don't got time for that.
So as you move as a pack, the pack of dogs seems to surround you somewhat. And then overtake you.
Oh, it's the race they want.
And swiftly, Torin, you will come to the realization that their communications are not about attacking you, but escaping whatever is chasing them.
Oh, I'm putting this magic carpet into like 5th gear.
Everybody else gets caught by these beasts chasing. The magic carpet just skitters off across the sand. Bye! Sebastian fights a pack of wolves, inverted commas, that were hyenas. Sort of the hyena-ish dogs, things.
Wild dogs.
Yeah, pretty much. Jackling stuff.
Although technically hyenas are cats.
I had this discussion with Josh, and he said they were dogs, and I said they were cats.
No, I think technically they're actually like
I think they're wild cats.
felidae,
Yeah.
like part of the
They're weird.
They're
But
weird.
anyway, they were jackals, so I don't know why I said hyenas. They were definitely jackals, and jackals are dogs.
Well, actually, hyenas are not members of the dog or cat families, and instead they are so unique that they have their own family.
Oh,
Very cool.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I thought they might be porcine. Regardless, what is chasing them is none of the above.
What is chasing them?
I was gonna say,
It's a
do we,
bigger
do,
Alessio.
do we have an idea of what's chasing them? Can we,
Yeah,
turn
you
around
sort of,
and-
as you are looking out on the sort of a little bit to the sort of, we're probably about here by now, a little bit to the south, sort of, give me a perception check, sorry. See whether you can work it out.
Sure.
Because what you're seeing is lines of slightly raised sand.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Oh, no,
You a couple of times notice thin, hairy ridges, spiked and scuttling legs, moving quite fast through the sand. You have heard of these creatures before. They look like that.
Why does that guy look so happy?
They are ecstatic to be chasing your ass. And if you mention this, Kiavo will swiftly remember that the Kruthix, which is what these are, travel in large, so that they hunt in large packs. And the hunt is as much a game as it is a need for meat. And swiftly as they see Donkey Black Radish, they'll decide that you're a better meal than the pack of dogs they've been chasing for the last couple of days. Besides, magic carpet might taste beautiful.
How many do we see?
Well, you don't
Roughly.
really. You've only seen a couple of
Big
lines in the
lines.
sand, but you do notice that these lines of sand are happening to your east, to your west. Yeah.
There's a lot of them. And they're pack hunters, clearly.
Well, they're definitely pack hunters, yes.
Haste the donkey!
Haste the donkey. Yes. You'll realize pretty quickly that outrunning these is unlikely.
I thought you said take the donkey.
Or taste the donkey.
Taste the donkey. This is the most cursed kind of Skittles you've got going
Yeah,
now.
that's what I
Donkey
just thought.
Skittles.
Ugh.
Oh. Well, it
Uh,
looks like we may have a fight on our hands
I
shortly.
think so. Yeah, we're gonna have to just deal with these guys.
Then in that case, I will prepare to haste Torin when I see the first one looking to attack us. I'll have the spell like ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll instruct everyone to surround Radish, considering he's the only small animal that's real. I think he's the only real animal that's with us. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'm gonna be watching over Hennick and Black Radish. So I'll stay where I am.
Cool. Cool.
I'm gonna cast Enhanced Weapon, and I'm gonna give Torin a plus 2d6 frost damage on his next attack.
okay.
So I'm having a real confusing moment with Token Stamp. It's decided it no longer wants to make tokens. It wants to make tokens with images outside of the tokens.
Oh.
What?
I don't know if this will work, but I use roll advantage.
That's what I'm using.
Oh,
And I'm dragging an image in, and it's just
do you want to send me
the
the image and I'll do
white
it for you?
border is around it. Let me just check I haven't got this already, because... I don't have them already. I can use something else, it's not a problem, it's just... It's very weird.
Oh, Rico, that's an extra 10 frost damage on your next hit.
An extra 10 frost damage on my next hit.
Yeah.
Only. Okay.
Oh,
So,
fucking hell, sorry. Carry on as you were.
So
Carry on.
I'm also going to be dismounting my phantom steed, my camel, and leaving it slightly in front of us. A little bit of a distraction. These things may want to take a bite of camel instead of me. So let's see how that goes.
Okay.
Thorn's gonna stay on his horse.
It's decided to work suddenly, Bruno, don't worry about it.
Oh, I literally just sent it to you.
Yeah, I have no idea why it just decided no for a while and then decided yes for a while. Where are we?
That's odd as all hell.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to need this today. Alright. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Brilliant. Alright. There you go. If you guys want to... Oh, we've got the mound. Go on, use the mound. Smack him in the middle. I don't have many sand-based battle maps. Thought I had a cooler one on this. Oh, I do. Sorry, wrong map.
Oh.
Yeah, that's alright. We'll just leave that character there. There we go. I can just do this instead.
I'm just gonna put myself down so I can edit my token right now. Put the correct HP in. Ooh, and AC.
Oh, there's a dead worm on the floor.
Yeah, apparently there is.
There we go.
Like for this, we're basically in movement, right?
You can be, yeah. Or you can stop and hold your ground and try and kill them.
No, let's be in movement. I like the idea of a chase scene. Sounds cool.
Oh, I thought we were circling up around the cart
Around
and the
the cart,
donkey.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any... You know, I can't keep the map going forever, is my point. Regardless, yeah, you guys need to make a decision. Are you going to attempt to keep running, or are you going to attempt to fight? When you said we seem to have a fight in our hands, that is when I drew up the battle map. So, if you want to keep running, then that's not going to be the case.
I mean, if it's not likely that we're gonna outrun them anyway.
You don't think it's possible for Black Radish to outrun?
Is it just complete open desert in front of us? Or is there sort of
there's a few bit of
or
rocks
anything?
here and there. There's a little bit of there's a couple of sort of cacti and such
Yeah, so
going
then
on, but
I don't think that it's worth risking Black Radish's ass. He's my favorite animal.
he's everyone's favorite animal,
I do have a black radish.
apart from Sebastian.
Yes. There's
Like-
a tiny version that's the party counter over there in the middle of the map.
If you want to start running, I can hold them back for like let's say maybe one turn, and then I will begin following with you as I hold them back.
I've just seen
at
the
the
mini
teeny-
Black Radish.
It's a teeny tiny Black Radish. What happened? What did it go?
I got rid of it because it's not the
Aw.
appropriate one. This is the cart one. It's the party token. It's the little Black Radish.
Well,
But actually, with that being said,
I might
Torrens
could
was
slow him
good.
down a bit. And I'm sure we could speed us up a bit, but I don't know if it's going to last well enough for us to get all the way across this desert.
Why are you deleting my horse?
Why? What is it?
It's my camel. It's basically being left there as a
I
distraction.
don't need your camel mount. It's just stop with the miniature donkeys, all right?
Okay, fine.
How many miniature donkeys does one man need in a fight? Like, none is the answer to that question. Absolutely none. You may
Well, I
find
was
that
hoping they kind of think it's real and go to take a bite at it instead of me, but
the new battle music may be a little louder than previous other musics have been. So just a heads up on that one. Cool. Guys, I need a confirmation. Are you turning to fight this? Like that's
Yes.
Okay,
My
good.
vote. My vote is yes.
Mine is yes, because we can't run.
You don't think that Black Radish can outrun them?
Yeah, which means we can't run. We're not leaving
Great.
Black Radish in the car.
Thank you. That's
No
all
way
I
in
need
hell.
to know. Roll initiative.
Come on.
Ugh.
Oh wait, why did you give me the 9? It should be 16.
That's right, don't worry about it. It'll fix itself in a second. Okay, Kiavo 8, Henrik 18, Torin 16, Sebastian 11, and Alessio 29, yeah?
23.
Oh, it rolled twice?
I rolled twice, yeah.
Okay, I thought you were rolling twice because you had advantage.
No.
Cool.
For the start
As-
of this,
Yeah.
for the start of this, Torrent should be hasted and get all of his buffs and everything going right. Since we decided we were engaging this fight.
Sure. And
Well,
I have this enhanced weapon.
you're gonna get
I
a-
know that I have +10.
You're going to get a round to do that,
Right,
Kiava.
got it.
Okay. Alessio, as these creatures are beginning to move upwards, what is your plan?
Is this difficult terrain?
Some of it is. This area here with the rocks, and this area here with the rocks.
Okay, so I just use 15. Actually, I'm just gonna make an attack with my crossbow, Maria.
Okay. Okay, give me a perception check first. See how many of these you can see.
14.
14. Yeah, you can see those. Just there.
I can't
Those
quite
four.
see.
Can you see any of them?
I can see these 4 here in the back line.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
perfect. I'm gonna start attacking this one.
Okay. Go ahead, roll the hit.
13 to hit.
13 will miss.
Okay, well.
It bashes
that's,
into their sort of strong exoskeleton.
Yeah, sorry, let me just turn the music down for a second.
Yeah, I did say that you might find this battle music to be louder than the other ones.
Yeah.
You did say that, James, and I was just like, nah, it'll be fine. And it's just like, nah, it's too loud.
Yes, it is. It is that. It is loud.
Can't really reload with the dagger.
You can't reload with a dagger.
No, I can't reload. Sorry, I can't reload the crossbow. What did I even say?
Yeah, you only
That's
get one
kind of-
attack without crossbow expert.
15, 20, 30. Yeah, that's kind of my turn.
Cool. This is your guys' round, right? So don't worry too much about it. Henrik, is there any preparatory motion you wish to make? Also, give me a perception check at the beginning of your turn, please.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how many I can see.
Mm-hmm.
A total of 20.
Okay, you see a creature up to your northwest and 2 creatures down to your southeast.
Let's see.
Bear in mind, guys, at the beginning of this fight, your donkey was heading that direction, yeah?
Right.
Just for reference.
Yes. Well, I would like to slow some of them down. We're in a desert, but as we all know, when it rains, it turns out there were plants ready to grow in the desert. So I don't know if I'm going to be permitted to cast plant growth or not.
You want to cast plant growth?
Yeah.
You see no
Just going,
sort
it's
of.
gonna work.
You see no foliage immediately in the area. What's the range on it? Whatever. Is it a mile? Did you say?
No, it's 150 feet out, and then it's a 100-foot radius circle. But if you're just going to say there's no plants anywhere,
Not
then
enough
fine, I'll
that it's
just
going to
say
make any difference to you. They might go underground, where little bits of sort of roots and stuff grow, and you might get a desert worm to fight. You won't get a desert worm to fight, but you don't think it would have any immediate impact on the battle.
All right. Bloom in the desert's not going to happen. I have no idea what to do. I guess just shoot somebody or something. I should probably do something to help people, but don't really have that. I like to do that version. Difficult terrain. Okay, let's see. I guess I can do that. Buckload of charges, though. I did assume, by the way, that because it was a few days we were still in port, right? That the wand was all recharged.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
All right. This is 40-foot radius. But it's only gonna be... There's no fucking damage out of that one at all.
Which one?
Sleet Storm.
Oh, great spell, Sleet Storm. I love Sleet Storm. That's cool.
Well, I guess...
Is that what you're going for?
I'm just not that... well, I mean, it's the other thing I have that's sort of like plant growth, but the problem is
So-
it's not as big, so I don't know who to use
The
it on.
big thing with Sleet Storm is, yes, you will be giving them difficult terrain, but you also obscure their vision of you, right? Obviously, you do also obscure your vision of them.
Right, which is worse, because they don't probably have things to attack us from range, so like us not being able to shoot them is worse. Sort of
Okay.
pointless.
Take that view.
I want to slow them down in a way that we can just pick them off before they get here, which was the idea of the plants. These two down here are nearish each other, I guess.
Yep.
Are they within 5 of each other? They're not quite on squares. I don't know what the range of that is. Sorry,
That's alright.
I was counting on my plants.
Sorry. Yeah, I can't quite validate that one.
Have you ever seen those beautiful things about when it rains in the desert and the desert becomes this massive pile of flowers?
No.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Maybe I
I'll
need to
show
see
you
that.
later. It's gorgeous.
Okay.
Hit our mass. What is the fucking range on this? How far away is this?
On what spell?
Ice knife.
Ice knife?
Nice.
They are
Nice.
close.
60
Alright,
feet
so
and then a radius splash.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ice knife one of these guys in the southeast, since
Hey,
they're the ones
go
that are
ahead,
close
roll
to
to
each
hit.
other. Yep. And that's gonna be my own thing. I guess I can just click here. Oh, I get to re-roll it. Hey, look, wasn't a second one.
Nice.
But why did it not add the... Oh, 21.
Yep, and they catastrophically failed their deck saves. So go ahead and give me both sets of damage.
Sick.
It is the target, whichever one, I guess I don't really care, is going to be 6.
Yep.
And then, what is the backup? 2d6 cold.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 more.
Cool. Both of them take the 9 cold damage. Mr. Goldenbrand, have you any preparatory... Oh, sorry, any bonus actionality, Joe?
No, I don't know what to do yet.
Cool. Goldenbrand, any preparatory actions?
I'm going to pop a Shield of Faith on myself
Mm-hmm.
to get the +2 on the armor class.
Puts you to 22. Yeah.
Is there anything else that I can do to like prepare for these guys? Let me just have a quick look. I've already cast a spell, already used the bonus action. I'm gonna go stand closer to Hannick
Yep.
here. And yeah, that's it for now. I think
Cool.
I'm gonna stand my ground.
Sebastian.
Okay. So I already casted Enhance Weapon on Tauren. For 2d6 frost damage.
Sorry, Sebastian. Can I just quickly do something because I can and
Yep.
it really doesn't cost me anything? Can I just use Divine Sense to find out if these things are fiends?
Not fiends, not undead, seem to be beasts.
Cool.
Maybe monstrosities.
Sorry, Sebastian.
Sebastian, what do you mean you already cast? This is that round of preparation prior to the fight.
Yeah.
You will then get another turn, like, when the combat starts, right?
Yeah.
Sure, but I'm really low on the combat wheel, so
You're what? On the
I'm
combat
pretty low
wheel.
on initiative.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you can choose between doing that or perhaps throwing a Pokemon or whatever it is. You can only make one action and one bonus action here. In preparation.
Well, I was hoping to enhance this weapon as we were like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Instead, I will cast Fly on myself, and I'll just go up 60 feet.
Okay, cool. Fly and 60 feet of height. Bear with me. I'm just going to do a 6 on that so that I remember. Any bonus action from you?
No.
Cool. Kiabo, any preparatory motions?
Yeah, so first one's going to be haste on Tauren.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get those smites going. And the second thing is I'm going to... Where is it under? Basically, I'm just manifesting Theseus and gonna plop him down over... Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And that brings us to the top of combat, ready to fight. Alessio, perception check, please.
I will give you that, but can I just ask, during my preparatory turn, could I have used my bonus action to light up my spear?
Sure.
Thank you. I forgot to say that. My perception is a 3.
A what?
Sorry, I rolled persuasion.
Well, it's alright. Yeah, the two,
Yeah,
whatever that number
qualified.
is not relevant. Yeah, cool. Okay, so you see what you see right now.
So these guys, as they are.
Mhm.
And then Theseus.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna ready my action. As soon... Hold on, I think I have 10 feet with the spear, don't I? I do. No, range is 20 feet?
No, that's the throne range.
Range is 5 feet. Okay, so I need to stand here, and I'm gonna hold my turn until someone gets within 5 feet of Tauren.
And when somebody gets within 5 feet of Torin, you will
Attack them.
attack them. Okay, cool. Alright,
I'll take
Panic.
the attack action.
Yeah, it'll only be the one attack. That's how that works. Cool. Hennick. The battle is beginning.
I think I will repeat what I did the last
Okay,
time.
cool. Go ahead, roll a hit.
I get a couple of these gone. It's gonna be...
The same two, yeah?
Yeah, but only a 10 to hit.
That'll miss, I'm afraid. Can I also have another perception check from you?
Yes.
And if you want to change who you're aiming at, that's fine, but I'm afraid you'll miss anyway. It seems.
Yeah, perception check. Poor also.
Okay,
8.
cool. Torin, perception. Oh, so any bonus action, Joe? Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Yeah, I'll just Bardic Inspiration, Torrin. I don't seem to be doing very much good. Hopefully you'll have better luck.
Mr. Golden Brand, perception check at the beginning of your turn, please.
That's a 20.
Oh, that's 20, he says. You see 2 more.
Oh no.
Oh, no, you don't. You see 3 more. There we go. 1 up the top left, 2 down the bottom right. I think you've now worked out that there are roughly 10 of these surrounding you, ish. Yep. What are you doing?
Well, I'm still standing my ground.
Okay.
I don't want to advance on any of them at the moment. I'll sort of turn to the party and ask, things are looking dicey, my friends. What do we want to do here? And I will... What will I do?
Oh,
I'm going to ready I'll ready an attack. I'll if
You can't ready an action while concentrating on a spell.
oh I can't.
You lose your concentration.
You're right. You're right.
You can guiding bolt a bitch if you want.
I was gonna. I was thinking
But
about
obviously it
guiding
gives the
bolt
spell slot, so
already.
it's up to you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I wanted to waste another one. I already used one for the Shield of Faith. So these things down here,
Yeah,
Are
they
they
look like smaller versions.
like how small are we talking?
How small are we talking? Good question.
Are they like small? Are they medium?
6 feet in height.
Oh, so they're fucking like me-sized, and these
Mhm.
things are huge. These things are huge. Then.
Yeah. These ones are 10 feet in height. And stand, and that's when their sort of legs are out splayed.
Okay. 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 Okay, then in that case, fuck it. I'm going to advance on these guys.
Okay. Riding the horse, off you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride down on Tamarind. Yes. I just want to look at haste really quick. I think it says that I can only take one attack.
I allow with
extra.
haste a second round of attacks.
So I can take like the double attack.
So you can 4 attacks, yeah. I always do. You can also use a cantrip while hasted as your secondary action in my in the world of Beldania.
James, did they make deck saves on the second ice knife? Because it blows up hit or miss.
Oh, does it? Sorry, my misunderstanding. No, they did
I
not.
wasn't sure either.
A 10 and a 11. So 2 failures. What was the damage?
That'll be whatever just comes through there. 4 cold.
Oh. One of them looks wounded.
Nice.
Maybe worth it after all.
Very nice.
Yeah, cool. Sorry. Boop, boop. Yeah, smack, whack, whack. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, for my first attack in my first round of attacks, I'm going to substitute a melee attack for one of my breath weapons. I'm just trying to figure out whether I should try to incapacitate them or knock them prone and push them away from me. They probably have pretty high strength saves,
They do look strong.
but they also probably have pretty high constitution saves.
They do look tough. They also look quite quick.
Yeah. All of the above, basically.
And they don't look very intelligent. If that helps. Or charismatic. They're not great in a conversation.
Not at all, no. So
Language.
Breathe knowledge on them.
They do have a language.
They
okay, well,
do.
I'm gonna... They do have a language. Interesting.
Oh wow.
They're really cool, actually, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna use Enervating Breath and
Great.
force them to make a DC 14 Constitution.
What's the
save.
range on this?
15 feet.
Okay, so you hit 2 of them. Did you say
15-foot cone.
Did you say Constitution save?
Correct.
A 7 and a 17.
Okay, well, the 7 is...
The one right next to you.
Is incapacitated.
He's incapacitated.
Correct, so he
Please,
can't... He
can
can't,
you click the
can't
display
take-
and VTT button on that? So I can read
Yeah,
it.
of course.
So I know what the fuck's going on. Thank you. Second breath. When you take the attack action, you can extend the breath. Each creature in the con save will be incapacitated until the start of your next turn. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Right. So he is all donkey ducked. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool.
And then I will proceed to take a big old whack at him.
You're gonna hit him. Okay.
Actually, you know what?
I don't mind. Do what you like.
Yeah, I'll hit him.
Mm-hmm.
One time.
Cool.
11.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Um,
You strike down into his armored exoskeleton. Your sword just bounces back.
I'll take a second round of attacks.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's gonna be. I think you should ignore one of those d8s
Mm-hmm.
because he's not a fiend, obviously.
It's alright, I got the damage
Yeah.
as is. Yeah, it's 11. Yep. Because you do 1 radiant, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pop a level 1 smite into this
Okay.
for an additional 7 radiant damage.
Nice.
And I have another attack, which I will use. Yeah, I'll just hit him again.
Okay.
I'll just hit him again.
Yep.
Ooh, 28. So close.
28 will hit.
I'm going to re-roll that because I have Savage Attacker, and I keep forgetting that I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little better then.
What?
So it'll be 10 slashing.
Yeah.
Sorry, another 11 slashing because of the 1 radiant. My bad.
Yep. Yep. 11 damage. He's wounded.
Yeah. And I don't think I'm gonna smite that second
Cool.
attack.
And he is incapacitated until the start of your next turn, yeah?
Yeah. So in that case, I'm going to run back.
Okay.
Defend my friends.
80-foot movement speed.
Oh, you're right. What
It is you, not the horse, that is hasted.
correct? What does Horsey have? 60 feet.
Okay, you can go back to there.
Thereabout?
Yeah. Correct. Cool. That leads us to them. He's unconscious. He doesn't get a turn. This dude is going to charge out at you.
My
Unfortunately,
resistance triggered.
yes, but you have a spear and a shield in your hand, and therefore you cannot attack. Whoa! You can throw
My
your
spear
spear
has
at
a
it
thrown
if you want.
property.
You can throw your spear, yeah, absolutely fine. Just to point out, you then won't have a spear in your hand, yeah?
17 to hit.
17 will miss, I'm afraid.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have armored
That's
exoskeleton.
sad. That's so sad.
It is sad. This creature stabs at you with one of its claws for a 24 to hit.
Wow, 24 is the armor class.
8 damage, and then he will try and spike you through with his sort of head spike, but he'll miss drastically. And then sort of wheeling into range at 1,000,000 miles an hour is a very, very large version of these creatures. And he will ask Kiavo, Hennick, and Alessio to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh. Okay.
19.
19 is a success. Gabo.
Just checking if there's anything I can do to boost. No, it's a 14.
Okay, so all 3 of you succeeded, and will therefore take 14 acid damage as he sprays out at you. And then he will make a spike at Hennick. Oh, that's a big number. 10 to hit. Kiavo, can I have a concentration check, please? 10 damage to Hennick, and then he will spike at Alessio, but unfortunately miss. I'm really sorry, but unless you have Warcaster and roll at advantage, which I don't think you do.
Checking to see if there's any way I can boost it.
What would you have? You're a wizard.
Yeah, son of a bitch. No, I haven't got anything.
I'm really sorry, but Mr. Torrin Goldenbrand, you have lost haste. You are lethargic and will not have a turn next turn.
But I am on the horse, though, so will I get to at least move?
The horse can move.
Can Tamrand intelligibly,
Yeah, the horse can move.
Into yeah, okay, cool. That's fine.
And a 16 will miss Alessio, right? Yes?
It does, yes.
Cool. Okay. What's the movement speed?
Wait, did you say that's poison damage?
What poison damage?
The acid. No, it said acid.
The
damage,
acid
right?
is acid damage, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh shit! Sorry, James.
Mm,
My first attack on that thing that I hit should have had an additional +10 cold damage.
why?
I thought.
You
Oh, Josh.
retconned it.
Retconned. Sorry, my bad then.
These two will take the dash
I literally
action.
just have it written down, and I like looked down, and I was like +10 gold damage to next attack. And I was like, oh.
Two of them took the dash action. One of them gets to stab once at Alessio, but will miss drastically. Sebastian, you're up.
Oh, shit.
I'm really sorry, but Sebastian, you didn't take any acid damage. Oh, I didn't make you take any acid damage, did I? Never mind. Ignore that.
You
I remember
sure
that you were flying,
didn't.
that you were flying.
Okay. Let's see. I am gonna. I guess the best thing to do in this situation is to throw out my Onyx. So I will do that.
Okay.
Over here. And he will. So that's my turn. That's my action. And then.
No bonus action from you. No, I asked
No.
that every single time we played Beldania, and you tell me that the only thing you can do is put a leaf into a dagger.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And he'll attack this guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Weirdly, you don't get advantage on an incapacitated creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very weird.
That's an 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit. The thing is that most of the time you just incapacitated creatures are prone, so you usually see it with advantage. Also, you've just discovered that creature's armor class, by the way, if it's relevant. Which is 18.
That's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that is what you needed. The creature is now dead. Welcome.
Nice. I will now he will now turn around and fight the guy that was hitting Torin.
Gets 2 attacks. Cool. How's that for him?
That's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
That is 11 bludgeoning damage.
The green ones, yes.
Yeah.
11
and
bludgeoning damage,
then,
yeah.
Yeah, and then at the start of enemy's turn, if they can see the construct, they need to make that wisdom. Within 10 feet of me, will need to make a wisdom.
Yep. Okay. Cool. That leads us to the two that's Hennick Ice Knight. We just double check their movement speed. 60, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do.
Does the construct get any attack of opportunity?
Bear with me, I'm
If
gonna
it-
get there in a second. Yeah, they ignore difficult terrain, so they can go over the rock. Can the construct make an opportunity attack?
I don't think so. It does have a reaction because of its clay form, but that's the only reaction it has.
It has listed. Okay, cool. Yeah. Is it when they start at the start of their turn? If they are within 10 feet of you, they make the 10 feet of it. They make the reaction. They make the wisdom save.
Yes, when they start their turn. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So they didn't start their turn in that range, which means both of them will attack with advantage at Torin. Oh, actually, Kiava, what happens when haste drops?
What happens when haste drops?
Can't move or take
move
actions.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So they will, with pack tactics, be rolling with advantage. 20 will miss. Yes.
It will. Yep.
Okay. I rolled the wrong thing, but that's fine. We'll miss anyway. And then the next creature will also attempt to stab and strike you. God, that's fucking atrocious. And that's also atrocious. Cool. Kiava, you're up.
Hell yes.
Right. Okay. Double checking what I can do with Theseus. Make sure I can do this. Right, 30 foot. Okay, that means I am going to go ahead and do this. Let me just get the token for it. Right, so this one. Actually, no, I don't need to use a token for it. I can just slide along myself. Yeah. So I shall drop myself. Why is that not supposed to be an Agonizer Scorcher? It's. Yeah, sorry, I haven't got the Agonizer Scorcher's token anymore. It's just
Okay,
a
I see that.
icon.
Yes. Go on.
But yeah, I'm gonna be Agonizer Scorcher casting to hit these 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like those ones to make a dex save.
Go ahead and position it.
Sure, I'm just working on that now. No, I don't need the Windows key, damn it. Like so. Should be about right. Yeah, looks decent.
Go on then. Kind of one. Give me the damage.
Okay. That's 9 fire damage.
Okay, I will make dex saves then. Okay, 3 of them make it, and one of them dies. Which one was it? 1, 2, number 3. Oh.
Pretty good dex then, holy shit, okay, right. Let's be
Yeah,
sad about
you
that
were
one,
told they were
sorry.
fast. Yeah, and the second good turn.
I'll shift around a little bit closer to the cart and get
Cool.
the bonus actions real quick. No, that'll be me for now.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, Jeebus, stay fast.
Yeah, but he can't actually get to you. Because
He
he would have
can't
to. He would have to
just
stand
skull
on
over
his
everyone,
friend. No, because he can't end his turn in its space.
Oh.
So one of them will be able to get in range and attack you, but it will attack with advantage of pack tactics. Sick. 16 to hit.
I shall decline the hit with a
Okay. Cool.
single cast field.
Let's see how you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna throw my hand axe of teleportification with the Battlemaster maneuver quick toss by using my bonus action to this guy that's just above Kiapo.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit it?
Sorry, hold on.
Shall I post it?
No, it's not about that. Because you don't have a weapon drawn, right?
Quick toss says that I can draw the weapon as part of the maneuver.
It does?
Yes.
You can draw and throw a weapon.
You can draw the weapon as part of making this attack.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, absolutely fine. What did you get to hit? An 18? Yep, that hits.
Yep. So the guy above Kiavo takes 8 plus 7 damage.
Yep.
And then I'm not allowed to draw a different weapon to strike it with my attack action.
You may draw a weapon as part of the attack action.
Okay. I'll draw my long sword, I believe, and as I am here, as I teleported here, do I have advantage?
Yes.
That's really cool. First attack. That is a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
7 damage.
Okay. Creature's
And
wounded.
then I wonder if it'll be worth. I'm gonna move here, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, this guy's wounded. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go all in. It's 22, but I thought it was gonna be nat 20 and I got really happy. There is an additional. God. 6 damage to it.
Okay.
Oh gosh. When I saw that 20 on the dice, guys.
Does that conclude your turn?
That does conclude my turn. Sorry, Kiavo, that I wasn't able to do more for you.
Henrik, you're up.
Yeah, so sometimes I like to remember just how small I am. And so Henrik is here between this enormous bug-type creature and his poor donkey and cart, and he just sort of puts one hand back, brace himself on Black Radish, and the other hand up, sort of pointing at the big thing. And he says, I don't know, but I've always found probably seafood tastes a little better than donkey. I point past him and I go, I suggest you head back to the ocean and take a swim. Back the way we've come. And so that's a suggestion. Wisdom
14
save.
on the wisdom save.
It's already a fail. No silvery barbs necessary. And so obviously it'll be his turn when he start doing things.
Oh, is it? Okay, I was going to take a reaction to just walk away.
Well, that's, I mean, do as you like. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
I think I'm going to take the reaction to walk away. I think that's what he'd do.
Yeah, it doesn't even actually specify, I don't think, that. So, and then I'll just say to everybody else, keep the rest of them off me if you don't want him coming back. And
yes, sir.
I will, let's see, throw a Bardic Inspiration on Alessio, I guess. I don't think Torrance used his yet.
I haven't used mine yet, no.
Yeah, cool.
I think that's really cool, Joe, and I'm absolutely fine with it. But do bear in mind, in future, the creature must be able to understand you.
I don't think that's true on suggestions. Does it say that?
I believe so.
Oh, and understand you. Fuck.
Let's look at this at the end of the game.
I'm gonna take it.
Because I would have cast tongues first and just done.
And I think I think in general, like it's very flavorful for Henrik, and indeed will encourage you casting tongues in the future. So
the
I'm gonna
hand
take
up
it.
and the pointing hand is kind of like, you know,
Yeah,
you could argue it's kind of
I
like
think
sign
it's really
language.
I
cool.
totally. The whole time I've missed that for 6 months in this game.
That's fine.
I had suggestion thinking it didn't matter.
Nope.
Can I shout to Henrik? Hide in the cart! You keeping us alive right now! Hide!
Any bonus action,
you know.
Henrik?
Bardic Inspiration in Alessio, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean I can't really mechanically climb into the cart.
And even if you could, you're protecting Black Radish, right? Not the other way around. I don't think Henrik would hide behind Black Radish.
No.
No. Cool. Harn, you don't get a turn, right? No action, no bonus action, but you can move. So if your horse wants to move...
Well, will you allow the horse to disengage?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
I will still... but Torin will whisper to Tamber and get me to Henrik.
Okay.
And I'll eat whatever opportunity attack.
You won't, the horse will.
Okay.
Yeah, that is very relevant.
But I have mounted combatant though.
Does that mean that it hits you instead?
Yes, I can make it hit me instead.
I love that.
And I still have my AC, so
Nat 20.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Ignore all things rolling because apparently if you don't clear the screen, it doesn't do things. You'll take 10 piercing. And this one got an opportunity attack as well, right?
Yes, correct.
Alright, you little friend. Miss. Cool.
Nice.
Concentration check, please. And Shield of Faith. Oh, my Shield of Faith. Okay, and then this creature is going to follow you. And it's going to take its turn. And it will swipe at you. 20 now hits you, right?
No, 22 still. Oh, you're right. 20 doesn't
Hate's
because
dropped
haste
as well.
Down. Haste
Yeah.
is down. You're right.
I will clear your armor class out, Torin. Stop that shit. Hate's piercing damage. Oh, a second 20 to hit you. Love that. Another 8. Some piercing damage. What happens with Suggestion? End of its turn, he makes the save again? Or just no?
No, that's the thing. Like, it's really
He just
good,
pisses off for 8 hours, doesn't he?
Yeah, as long
Unless
as
you
my
lose
concentration remains
concentration,
and the activity can't be completed, so which is why I told him to do something very far away.
Yep. I'm gonna put him in the GM layer for now. He's gone for a wander. Time for the little dudes. They like the look of Leonin. Actually, I think this one's gonna go down hit Hennick instead. So the first one is going to swing at Chiavo. Oh, big man, 23 to hit. Chiavo will take 4 damage.
Alright.
The next one will roll at you with advantage, and it'll crit you for a massive 8 damage. And the next one will roll at Hennick with advantage. 21 to hit. Don't fail your concentration save, honestly.
No, I know. It's like, should I silvery bar?
Sorry.
Such a minor
Who's rolling? Who's rolling to hit Hennick?
This dude here.
I'm gonna use my reaction to put my arcane ward on him. To
Hold on.
I'll take that.
Hold on.
Oh, I'll just take that, if that's alright. Because it's a creature within 5 feet of you if you're trying to use Interception. I believe.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
James? Yeah, I have protection. I
it's a creature within 5 feet of you, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was like the person that I'm protecting is 5 feet.
Oh, wait, it's protection, not interception.
Yeah, no, protection.
Okay, those are two completely different things, yeah.
Yeah, I took protection instead of, I had dueling initially. And then I was like, you know what? We have another
You can impose
now.
disadvantage, can't you?
Correct, yeah.
You don't want that. I rolled a nat 20 on the second roll. So it is going to be 5. Sorry, I don't know why I rolled the damage again. 5 piercing damage, but you're going to move your arcane ward.
Yeah, and put my arcane ward in
and absorb the damage for him.
You won't have to make the save.
Yeah.
Oh, the check.
Yeah, you won't, because you will take 5 piercing damage in the arcane ward, and Hennick will take no damage at all. Protectthehennick.com. Sebastian, you're up.
Okay, so I am gonna. How big is this? I'm hoping this doesn't hit my construct. Oh yeah, that's fine. If I put it like.
What are you casting?
All 3.
What are you casting?
I'm casting a snowball storm.
No,
Swarm.
you can hit 2.
Oh man, a gal.
Because it's the circle, it's not the square around it, right? Yeah. Dex saves,
so
both?
Dex saves, yeah.
Mm-hmm. $16 and a 12.
So 1 pass, 1 fail. That's 17 cold damage altogether.
Yeah. The wounded one is severely wounded. The other is not really that damaged at all. Yeah.
Okay, so that's me, and then my construct is gonna move up slightly.
Okay.
So that he can attack the most wounded one.
Yep.
That's an 18 to hit.
Let's see, they did spit acid at you. An 18 will hit.
And then that's 6 bludgeoning damage.
He's dead.
Cool, and then he'll go and try and punch the other one as well.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's 8 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. The creature will make a wisdom save at the start of its turn. It gets a 9. What happens to it, Josh? Its movement speed is half and...
Yeah, movement speed half and can't take reactions.
Right. And then we'll go hit Torin. The full disclosure, it is ignoring your construct completely because it can't smell it. That's what it says here.
Really? After all that gold I spent on really good perfume?
It says, will only attack creatures that are alive because it targets creatures due to scent.
Indeed.
So, yeah. Torin, a 20 to hit you. We like this number. It's good. 9 piercing. And a 22 to hit you. Advantage is so good. For 7 damage. Kiavo, you're up.
Okay. I'm not too enthusiastic about the things right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of can't really do a huge amount about the big guy right there in front of me, I don't think. I can try, I guess. Yeah, okay, I'll give this one a shot. I'm gonna attempt to hit this guy here
Mm-hmm.
with a Melf's Acid Arrow.
Disadvantage on the roll.
Yep. That'd be an 11 to hit, which
And the
doesn't
damage?
hit. The damage will be the guaranteed damage is the D4, so that's 7
D4,
acid
okay.
damage.
Okay. Cool. your turn?
Yeah, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna roar.
Okay.
Gonna attempt to intimidate literally all 5 creatures around me that are hostile.
Alright, shut out Katy Perry.
Yeah. About.
DC is...
DC 15 Wisdom.
Yeah, I know it's a wisdom save. I was just checking the DC. Oh, he's intimidated.
Yep, he's
He
right.
is not.
Yep. He's not.
The little dudes.
Wow. Okay.
Cool.
Right,
Second
2
creature turn.
saves and 3 frightened.
Yeah, I know. Second creature turn.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Okay. That leads us to Mr. Frightened. Who will... If he turns his back on you and attacks Alessio, by technicality, he's not frightened, right? That's a weird one.
It's frightened
He
of
can
me.
no, he can attack me as long as Kiavu isn't in line of sight. I'm concerned for his health after he does choose to attack me.
Well, the
Yeah,
source of
line
hearing
of
is
sight
in
is
line
different
of
than
sight.
can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he should be able to attack me.
Yeah, he can.
which is what
And he
we
will.
want.
Do we? Yeah, I think we do.
Hmm.
That's a great roll.
So
Oh.
they both miss, and I'm gonna riposte that.
Okay.
Superiority die tick, and I'll roll to
Let's
hit.
go.
Can I roll with advantage because I'm flanking?
No,
Oh.
you're not flanking. He's facing you. He just attacked you.
Oh. That's so sad. Anyways. Give me a second. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. It just says when you make a weapon attack roll. So I'm gonna add an additional superiority die, if I may, to make that also a precision attack. I miss.
No.
16.
Unfucking
What?
believable.
Bardic Inspiration!
Yes! It's a D8 too.
Okay. Thank you, Henrik.
Sure.
Got so excited. So that's 9 plus 5, so that's 14 damage.
Okay.
That's my reaction.
He's severely wounded. Oh, wrong. Oh, fucking hit the wrong person. Hold on. 14, did you say?
You.
Yeah, he's severely wounded. Cool. And then the next one over here, who is not frightened, is going to move up and bash Kiava on the face. Advantage on the rolls because of pack tactics. That'll hit you.
Yeah.
6 piercing. 17 to hit.
I'll shield that one.
Okay. McPherson.
Okay. Gonna move. I'm gonna use my quick toss maneuver and try to roll a ranged hand axe of teleportification on this one.
You will need to take an object interaction action to pick it up off the floor. You threw
That's
it last time.
Okay. I don't see that's free, yeah?
It just means you won't have an action when you get there, Bruno, yeah?
Oh, I won't have an action.
No. Because you are using an object when picking it up off the floor.
Okay, because I thought the way we ruled it is that it literally teleports me to it as I'm holding it.
Sure, then you wouldn't have been able to attack with a longsword when you got there. Because you would have had a weapon in your hand. Right, what you did was throw a hand axe, arrive, and then attack twice with a longsword with a shield in your other hand. So, one of the two has to give, right? It's either on the floor or you didn't attack with a longsword last time.
Okay, so 5, that's an attack of opportunity I will take from this guy, if you want.
Yeah, he can't.
Cool. That's
You're
all
vaulting you're vaulting the cart?
I'm vaulting the cart because I'm not letting Torin take any more damage. And this little one does have an attack of opportunity.
30 feet, yeah?
Yeah, exactly 30 feet.
Cool, he will attack with disadvantage because he is frightened. He can't even hit you, I think, but we'll give it a go. Yep, he'll miss.
Yeah, I want to use all my strength to kind of help Torin. And then I'm going to start attacking this guy with my longsword.
Yep.
It's an
That's a
11
miss.
hit. Extra attack.
That's a
14
miss.
to hit. Action surge.
Okay,
That's a 15 to hit.
that's a miss.
This is actually... Finally, that's a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so I'm going to make this a pushing attack. So I'm going to need a strength 16... no, I'm going to need... Yeah, strength 16 save throw. Push it 10 feet
16?
away. Damn it. But I am also going to make this a critical hit as my once per day feature. Which means I'm going to roll 2d8 in addition to whatever I roll here.
I didn't rewrite that feat. Yeah, go on, come on.
Yeah, you basically said I can only either half the damage...
Do one or
take
the
a
other,
critical.
yes, but I also need to write how the half damage works. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's 28 damage on this hit.
I need to get off the ruler. There we go. He is dead.
Nice.
I got you, Torin! These fuckers are not going to do anything to you or Hennig. And then, to end my turn, seeing what Kiavo just did, I'm also going to roar. For no reason. Roar!
Oh, Mr. Littlefield here.
Alright, I'm going to cast a Shatter.
Okay.
Over this way. Oh, I need the wrong type of thing, so I can actually move it to hit the right those guys.
Yep. 3 con saves?
And so
Well, give me the damage first, actually.
Yes, sorry, I'm trying to...
No, that's all right, I just,
clicking the cast on VTT thing I was supposed to hit all the time.
Yeah, because I do not need to make a save for those little dudes.
Awesome.
5 HP is not going to cut it. So we've exterminated 2 of them. Ironically, the last one is frightened as well, and then the final one will make a Constitution saving throw. He got a 7, and he will be severely wounded.
Awesome.
That's a good score.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll re-Bardic Inspiration Alessio.
Cool.
That was some good work there, Alessio. Keep him sharp.
Oh, you,
Alright.
brother. Oh,
After
you.
your long nap, you're up.
Yes, Torin feeling invigorated by Alessio's defense of him. Am I getting flanking on this guy?
No, he's looking straight at your eyes. It's you he attacked.
Oh, he attacked me? Oh, okay. I thought he was...
Yeah. Sebastian's in the sky.
Oh, right. I was like,
Up
what? I thought that 6 was his arcane ward.
Nope. 6 is his 60 feet of flying speed. 6 elevation, 10 ones.
Cool. In any case, he's going to face this thing and fucking take a big old whack at
Well,
it.
you should. I will fucking
25.
hit. Yeah.
I should hope so. So, nice.
Yep.
4 to
He's
15.
wounded.
So 15, and then I'm gonna pop a.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, a level 3 smite into that.
Nice.
Sorry, a level 2 smite. I'm
Okay.
tripping. I meant
Yeah,
3.
you don't have 3 levels, third level
I don't
spells,
have
so
3, yeah.
that'd be quite impressive.
For another 17 radiant damage, which is pretty big.
Oh, goodbye. Yeah, he's dead.
And with that, I'm going to use my bonus action to channel divinity and inspiring smite, feeling inspired by Alessio and giving this temporary HP to myself.
Yep, all 17 of it.
Indeed.
Oh, you roll it separately, don't you? It's 11. It's not the amount of smite damage, is it? No,
Oh,
it
no,
is
it's
the amount
11.
of.
It's 11 plus. It's 11 plus 8, so it is.
Oh, okay.
19 actually.
I thought it was the amount you smited for.
No.
I misunderstood
No.
that?
The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus 8 divided amongst the chosen creatures,
okay.
however you like.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give myself 18. No. 19. And I'm just going to move over here in defense of my friends.
Okay.
And that's all I've got.
You
actually.
have a second attack, don't you?
Oh, did I only make the one attack on that thing? Oh,
yeah,
the
you
smite.
just
Yeah,
you
right.
just did 31
You're right.
damage on it. I would have got confused too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was like, really? Holy fuck. Okay, second attack.
He's severely wounded.
23.
Oh yeah, that's
that's it.
an extermination. He's got 3 HP. He's dead.
Oh, okay, he's dead then.
Yeah. Oh, Sadio?
That's it.
Okay, our little young dude gets to attack with disadvantage at Kiabo, sorry, and miss. And that brings us to Sebastian. There are 2 creatures here. One is severely wounded. One is pitiful and weak.
Okay. Okay, so I will, I guess, attack the guy who's most weak. I will.
One is severely wounded and one is very weak. Which did you mean, the little dude or the big dude?
Sorry, severely wounded.
Okay, cool.
Int save as I try to melt his mind with Tasha's Mind Whip.
Oh, he's fantastic at int saves. He's ready for this. He was built for this. That's a 0.
Nice.
And that's 7 psychic damage. I rolled really bad.
His mind is melted.
Ugh.
Clay Golem dude.
Yes, he will walk all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
And he will try and punch that guy.
Yep.
In the face. That's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's
Boom.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Double kill. Yeah, the creature's dead, and that concludes the
Oh,
fight.
cool.
Yeah, as you finish up these crucifix, you are able to sort of look around you and begin to get back on the road. Orin, give me a survival check.
Will do. That's an 18.
Cool, yeah, so a couple of things. First of all, you know that, you can second one if you want. You know that it gets very cold in the desert at night. And you also know that it's probably about 2.5 hours till sunset.
I'll inform the party, tell them that it's probably best that we set up camp. Perhaps we should try to move as far away from wherever that fucking huge thing went. Or-
Yeah, what does camp look like for you guys? Do you have some form of tent?
I thought that Kiabo had some spells.
Yeah,
that he
I
fucking-
can spend a little bit of time to cast a ritual, and it will only last us 8 hours, but I can manifest us a tiny hut, which is sort of not entirely in the same dimensions as reality itself. It's Leonin's tiny hut, as people are, if people ask exactly what it is. Yeah.
So just a heads up, Leonin's tiny hut is something you would cast over like a campsite or within your campsite. It does not provide beds or a tent or anything like that. What it does
It's
is
like the bubble
create
itself.
what it does is create a dome of force. I believe it prevents rain, and it also keeps the atmosphere inside the space comfortable and dry, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. We'll say that comfortable includes temperature, so that prevents the cold at night.
Yeah.
That's not going. You're not going to be able to get black radish in there, or tamarind for that matter. It's a 10 feet, I
Oh.
think, dome.
Tamarind I can dismiss.
10-foot radius, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Have
10
we
feet
not done a
up.
10-foot radius? Oh,
No,
shit, okay.
you're not going to get 5. I mean, that is 10 feet radius, right? You're not going to get 5 people, a cart, and
That can't be longer than 3 meters, right?
I don't
It might be a
think
tight squeeze, but we might be
right.
able to manage it.
A
As long
10-foot
as one of
radius
us is
space
out.
is about the size of your living room and a bit, right? You're not going to fit 5 people, a donkey, a cart, and comfortably sleep in it. I'm just going to say
I
radish
could
is
do a
gonna-
second one.
The problem is
Don't
that black
take-
radish can't fit, right? But if we're all taking watch, at least at any given time, that means we can exchange our position with black radish, right?
Well, also, do we have like tents and stuff? I thought we did. I thought it's stuff like
I
that
mean,
was
so I
done
have
with
some
radishes.
blankets and bedrolls. I also have the tent of urban survival, which might work inside the dome. It only works indoors.
Oh.
it's a blanket fort.
Right.
But
sorry, what was the first tent? Just a standard tent?
that I don't think I even have. So just looking through, I don't have a regular tent listed here. Although I thought we had the fancy one from the
Yeah,
manufacturer.
the manufacturers, and I thought we caught one of those. That's why I'm asking.
Let me try to search. I've got so much stuff.
I know
I'm
you
using the
didn't
search
take the
function.
very, very fancy one, but I thought
No,
you got a
no,
more
no.
basic one. Is what I
Yeah,
was
we got
getting
like
at, yeah.
like the regular manufacturer tent.
But it's
Not in my stuff,
not in
unfortunately.
Hennet's stuff. And is anybody walking around with a manufacturing tent?
I don't.
No.
I mean, I think that black radish is still an issue, but Leomin's tiny hut specifies you can fit people in there. So
Yeah, you can't fit.
Can I just
you-
ask?
Mhm.
Would it make sense for me to just have one since I'm traveling the road most of the time?
I think you guys might have a basic tent. Yeah. I
Yeah.
wondered if you had the special tent. That is what I was getting at.
The bougie tent.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like anybody has it in their
Man,
inventory.
damn. I thought we
That's
did end
special
up picking
edition.
one up.
I thought you did, but whatever, we didn't. We left it behind.
We all think we did it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What provisions are being made for Black Radish?
watches.
Outside in the cold. Yeah, just
Yeah, it's cold.
Wrap 'em in a
out
blanket?
there. I can.
Yeah,
wonder, here,
I have a blanket too. Like
Let me
you
look
can just
at
like wrap them in blankets and keep them.
Where is this damn thing?
I mean-
Use search potion. 1 hour. That's no good.
We could start a fire. That might not be the greatest idea.
How long does this one last? So, can I feed Black Radish a potion?
mm-hmm.
I would like to feed him my manufacturer's potion of weather resistance, which
I
is
love
8
that.
hours
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely love that.
for
They-
naturally occurring weather:
Mhm.
cold, fire, lightning, thunder.
Beautiful. Yeah, so as you guys sort of you travel on for about an hour, I would say, and you find a little bit of a bluff on the edge of a sand dune. You are able to take rest. Where is my body? Where are they? All the way down here. Sorry guys, left you down there. Let's pick you back up. Yeah, and you're able to take rest out in the desert. Go on.
No, I was just to say, I think we should make. I mean, we sort of said it there. We want to make some effort to sort of cover our new path, so that giant thing can't come
Yep.
back and find us again. I do have regular. I took the one of the manufacturing things when we were shopping last time around to get mold earth. I could use a little bit of that to maybe, but
Yep.
it's probably more down to.
It's also a great task for an unseen servant if anybody has that as a ritual. You can send that off for an hour to do sweeping. But yes, as you mold earth in at least the near vicinity, you'll be able to get rid of that. And perhaps some of the signs of the battle as well with that. And as you guys rest up, just before we take a short break, can I take a watching order, please? Who's watching? Alessio first.
Well, it doesn't have to be just Alessio. We can team up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would
only
go-
2 of you can team up.
I often take the morning, but I'm going to go early to make sure I'm maintaining the full 8 hours of suggestion concentration. I'm not going to go to sleep and lose that until after the 8 hours runs out.
So Henrik will take first watch then.
Yeah, we can do Henrik first, Alessio second.
I'll do Torin will take third then.
Okay, Chiavo, you willing to do the morning? Because Sebastian's not going to do shit. We all know that.
Yeah, only thing is I'm pretty terrible in terms of perception. I could try it, but
Absolutely fine. Each of you just roll me a single perception roll to check, please.
Can I actually wake up Sebastian to come and do watch with me?
You can try.
You can try.
I will just grab you, unarmed.
Uh,
Wake up!
Alessio, just give me a perception check, though, please. Into chat, if you don't mind.
Are you actually doing that, Bruno?
No, I am genuinely waking up Sebastian in
If
hopes
we don't,
of
if
being
I don't
able
get this
to get
perception
him.
roll in a minute, I'm going to pee my pants.
Ah!
Can you hurry up,
I was
please?
I was trying to get advantage, but I got a 20, so who cares?
Great, fantastic. And on that note, we will take a short break. See you in a bit. welcome back, guys. Second half of Beldania episode 31. Where the hell's the music gone? Anyone know? Did you guys hear music?
Mm-mm. No.
Is that
I'll
better?
refresh.
I'm gonna refresh. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm refreshing as well.
I've got it now, so. There we go. Anyway. So, as the battle ended, we walked about picking up our weapons and potentially, depending on Torrin's survival, well, hunting and gathering check specifically, potentially harvesting some ingredients as well.
Was that the 18 survival roll that I made back when? Or
No.
do you want me to make
No, I need a fresh roll.
Okay.
The survival roll was to understand these creatures. To understand the desert and the sunset and stuff.
Got you.
An 18, yeah, an 18 is good. An 18 is very good. As you sort of begin to make incisive cuts. Chiavo, you will get 2 animal carapace. You will get 1 unrefined hide. And it's the same, so you might as well just take it as a carrion crawler gland. You can take one of those. It's not. It does the same things alchemically, so I didn't bother making 2 of them. Cool. What they do, you're not so sure. You know the animal carapace has plenty of purposes, but other than that, you then moved off. You made camp. You fed a potion to a donkey.
What was the second one? The animal carapace, the carrier crawler gland, and what was the one in the middle?
Unrefined hide.
Unrefined. Thanks.
You then moved over to the camp, and while you guys were setting up camp and feeding potions to a donkey, Hennick told you all how wonderful you were and patted you on the head and gave you how much?
12 temp
12
HP.
temp HP each. Obviously, Torrin, if you wish to not be inspired to maintain the temp HP you may otherwise have had from Inspiring Leader,
Well,
that's
I
fine.
don't know how actually long that inspiring smites. Like
Almost
temp lasts.
always temp HP lasts until the end of until a short or long rest, unless
Until a
otherwise
rest?
specified.
Then I'll keep mine because I have 19.
Yeah, figures. Cool. And the first watch was taken by Hennick, who got a 15 perception check, and it took only 15 minutes before you started to hear howls on the wind. Those creatures that charged well ahead of you probably aren't that far away. Everybody other than Hennick, you may take a short rest.
I also wanted to say I lay on hands myself for the full 40 before heading into
Yeah,
rest.
absolutely fine. So first of all, you can each take a short rest. Apart from Hennick. Actually, I think technically Hennick's just sat down whittling, right? You can take the short rest too. I think
That's true.
you don't have to be asleep for a short rest. So yeah, all of you can take a short rest. But Hennick, as you look out at the sand, the moonlight on the desert floor is something you're not used to. It plays tricks on the eyes occasionally, and shadows seem larger than they are. But you're sure a couple of times that you caught the beating of wings. Sort of the image of the beating of wings over the sand. The howls get a little louder, and after about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, you see a singular dog. And this really is, it's not a dog, we've discovered this. This really is a hyena. So we'll just call it a hyena, because it's a hyena, and Hennick probably knows what a hyena is. He's seen one in a book or something. On a wall.
You get an extra d6 if you spend any hit dice, by the way, with my Song of Arrest.
That
which
you
I imagine
do.
Can be
That you do.
lumped in with my talk at you.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hennick is perhaps even playing the jaw harp while... is it called a jaw harp? That is right, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the debate is whether we should keep calling it a juice harp. No one knows if it's insulting or not.
Oh. Yeah. I will ask Joe at some point.
Yeah,
and
he'll know.
his opinion will be law forevermore. But in the meantime,
Good point.
yeah, as you play the harp, each of you gain your extra song of rest. And Hennick, you notice as you stop playing this sort of singular hyena coming and sniffing around. And it does
Well,
sort of
let's-
make a little...
Try to quietly get everyone else's attention. Poking
Right.
through the
Yeah.
I don't know what they might have that could. I don't know if we should just try to wait him out. If we have anything to help with that, or but I don't want to leave Radish out here.
I don't either. Perhaps we should send 2 on watch. And if any more appear, then we'll have to do something about it.
What do we think?
If it's just been an hour, so we're not like asleep yet or anything, I would like to cast Private Sanctum with all of the effects.
Okay.
So,
and
I
the
can't pass
range
through
on
it,
that? How wide
100
is space?
100 feet.
Okay, cool.
It extends 100 feet. So sound can't pass through where like the vision of us is like prevented, and divination spells can't get through, and people can't teleport in and out, and planar travel is blocked. So no teleporting, people.
No plane shifting hyenas.
Yeah, I think I think that works. That's very fair. Sorry, I'm just fixing some stuff. Yeah, so as you sort of get up, cast the Sanctum, and carry on with life. Private Sanctum, sorry. Yeah, pretty quickly, Henrik, you'll realize that these creatures can smell. Right? It might not be within your area as Inner Sanctum has been cast, or Private Sanctum has been cast, but they can smell the scent of where you were. Perhaps the tracks of the donkeys. Donkey, I should say. And you see a couple more appear around. They start to circle.
Folks, I don't think it was enough to throw them off there. They're smelling us too good. Maybe we can, I don't know, scare them off somehow.
I'll look over to one of the wizards. Got anything in your bag of tricks?
Ironically, you can pull a hyena out of a bag of tricks. Just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah.
Is it a wild hyena?
There are lots of them.
No. In the bag of tricks. Is this a wild hyena we're talking about?
I don't know. I think it's a giant hyena, actually, but
I
it's
think it's friendly to you.
yeah, something like that. We don't
then
have a
you might
bag
wanna
of
pull
tricks.
it.
We don't have a bag of tricks. It was
I
just
do have a hat of vermin. I could throw at a rat.
I'm
Throw out a
gonna-
bunch of rats and satiate the friggin'.
yeah, feed it rats. Josh.
I'm gonna use one of my charges of my orb to switch out one of my spells, and I'm gonna cast a hallucinatory terrain around us, so it looks like we are just one big mountain.
They're confused. They begin to sniff the ground. Oh! And they don't understand how to break into your camp. You know, they didn't understand before you cast hallucinatory terrain. Now they're really fucking confused. But they can smell meat, so they will circle and they will wait patiently. In fact, you even see one of them sort of put its head on its paws and just... They look lean. Hungry. They look mean. But they also look like they're not going to bother your nap. What's the plan? We're just gonna sort of sleep the night away?
How
Okay.
long do all these effects last?
Well, indeed.
So, hallucinatory terrain lasts 24 hours, and private sanctum also lasts 24 hours.
What he said.
If the pie's not comfortable with just sleeping the night away, we could use this to spring a surprise attack on them.
True. That is an idea. I mean, I'm okay with doing double watches. And then as soon as we've all had decent amount of rest, just head off
Mm-hmm.
when the light comes out, and we can have a better vantage point on all of them.
I mean, your rest is not currently being bothered. If you want to just sleep the night away, 8 hours sleep, and then get up and deal with them then if they're still there.
I mean, it's possible they might not like the sun up as much.
Shout.
I wonder if these are nocturnal hunters.
Give me a nature check. I think. Torin.
19.
19. Yeah. You think they're fairly nocturnal.
Then we shall wait them out.
Okay. You may each take your long rest. We'll do more from you. You're able to sort of each get your rest, and the following morning, as you all wake up, you do see that they have not gone away.
Fuckers.
They seem desperately sort of sniffing around the area.
Well, I suppose maybe we could try to feed them or something. I'd rather not just wipe them out, even if we can.
I mean, we could throw them some of the Kurthic meat, or hide, or whatever it is.
We could all multi-class into Beastmaster Rangers. Just an option.
Pokemon!
They don't. Yeah, they don't look. They look a little sort of not mad. That's a bit harsh. But enraged, I guess, with hunger. So
They're
I do
hangry.
think that. Yeah, they are hangry. I'll give you that.
Well, so wait, how about some breakfast?
How about some breakfast?
Which I'm more concerned about re-inspiring leadering as I hand out breakfast.
Yeah, great. It's fine. Leader, give me a cookery check. What are you cooking? What's breakfast?
Yeah, so I mean, we've just been at a port town. I told a giant bug that seafood was where it's at, so I think that I've brought along some, for the moment, still fresh and therefore needing to be used immediately, fish. So I will just roast up some fish, and I don't know. I don't eat fish in real life, so and I'm sure it's weird to have it for breakfast, but that's what we're getting. Uh-oh. Tor and Rico has some sort of a thought. Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, maybe as you're doing this, I had a thought for something that Torrin could do.
Sure. Yeah,
Assuming
so
that go ahead.
Good. Toast and fish. You're having toast and fish. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like having lox on bagels, but it's not proper.
Okay. Bakery check? Cooking check, please.
Like a toast
Bakery
and
check.
fish
What the-
pasty. or something.
16.
Yeah. 16 is not bad. You can go ahead and take 8 increased maximum, plus your 11 temp.
12 temp.
12 temp.
12 temp, sorry, yeah. You have a plus 5 now.
8 to the maximum.
A plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, you leveled up and you're level 8. That's how that works.
I
Cool.
don't know. I just looked at it.
Yeah, it's your level plus your charisma modifier. Okay. In the following morning, after you've eaten, you are all able to look out and around. You sort of slept in this place, right? This is what this place looked like. Is that correct? I think that's correct. Yeah. And indeed, you see hyenas coming quite. They're probably a little closer than that, I think. that are surrounding you. What is that weird whistling sound that happens when we
I
first
have
move to
no
this
idea.
map? I have no idea what that was about. There's our extra one. There you go. And they're sort of sniffing under there. These ones are probably a little close. They're probably around there. Yeah, and they sort of sniff about and howl occasionally. What do?
I need to do my mage armor cast just in case shit decides to hit the fan.
Yep, of course, Mage Armor lasts 24 hours. Josh, this is Mage Armor Day, right? There.
If you
didn't
say
have it
so.
prepped yesterday. You didn't have it prepped yesterday, right?
Yeah.
If you had it prepped yesterday, then it's not. Then you don't have it prepped today. If you had it not prepped yesterday, then you have it prepped today. Whichever way around.
Okay, I will cast it.
Cool.
I will keep my shield and activate my spear.
We're deciding to fight.
Well, I don't have anything much that's just showy to try to scare him off with, other than, just yell at him, making some noise. Anybody have anything impressive? Not really my stock and trade.
I can breathe fire.
You can breathe fire.
And other things. Like a roar, kinda.
I can try to break a rock.
I mean, if the wizards don't have anything like that goes boom and makes things scared, then we're
Go on initiative.
just gonna fight, I guess.
Do it.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, okay.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Nice.
19 for Torin.
That's, I don't like that because I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do.
What is more true in this world than every single initiative roll being an 8?
Yeah.
Feels so weird having Hennig before me.
Let me. Oh, 1d6 plus 1, and I only use 2 charges, so those will be back at.
Oh no.
You're gonna do amazing, sweetie. Kill them all.
Ooh, I knew I turned the music up too loud. Oh, these are some metal hyenas. I mean, hyenas are a pretty metal animal, I have to admit.
I think so.
True. It's true.
What's the plan?
Yeah, so. I suppose. Just have to, I don't know, whack him with something, some magic here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to obscure them. Yeah, well, where are they? Those guys are all near each other. I'm just gonna yell at them as loud as, not as loud as I can. I'm gonna yell at them to the power of 3rd level, not 4th level.
Yep.
And, where? Oh, I'm on the inventory. That's why I can't find the spell. Dummy. Okay, so 3rd level, Shatter.
Okay, which group?
I think that the ones to the south. I don't know if I probably won't be able to get all of them now, but a few.
Those 3?
That'll do.
Okay. So it's the last 3 on my list. Constitution saving throw.
15 is the DC.
That is 2 successes and a failure. Constitutional.
It was 14 thunder damage.
Ooh,
so
that's
some
not quite as
all,
impressive
some
as the
half, I
previous one
suppose.
was.
No. Well, that was another die, but it was just a much better roll, too.
Yeah. Cool. Any bonus action from you?
Bonus action, I will just shove that other one around. I'm like, I missed you. I'm going to shove you back just for fun. The one that I missed in the south.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make them know that we're a little bit dangerous. That's
Yep.
it.
And he's shoved backwards. Alessio.
5, 10, 14, and I think I'm gonna take Torin, Hennick's advice to try and make ourselves look dangerous.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so it's 1d6 plus 1d4. Because my spear is active. Oh, is it not rolling on VTT?
I don't know. Just waiting for you to tell me how much damage.
15 on the first attack.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna extra attack. And just give me a second because I'm refreshing the VTT. There you go. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nice.
So on this one, because it's gonna be my second one, I also want to do a pushing attack, so it's gonna need to do a strength saving throw, please.
Fail.
Okay, so it will take that plus that plus that. So it takes 29 damage, and it gets pushed 10 feet back.
Okay, its corpse tumbles over here.
I'll look at this one.
Okay.
And then, let me just see something. I was here, so 15. Ooh, and I can get back in formation. Come on, girls. That's my turn for now.
Okay. Sebastian.
I am going to sorry, one sec. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give me and Kiavo flight, so that we don't get. Well, I'm not worried about Sebastian dying, but just in case Kiavo gets swamped by Hymeas, and I'll just go straight up.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Alright.
So Torin is going to step up in front of Alessio, and I am going to breathe. What am I going to breathe? I think just fire on these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be a DC 14 dex save for the
Okay.
of them.
Only the two. All three.
Wow.
Rico, well, can you hit 3? I don't know what your radius is.
No, just the two. It's
Just the
15,
two? Okay, an 8 and a 4?
Sorry. So the both fails. 17 fire damage on both of them.
Okay, they're wounded.
Nice.
For some reason, they've also bit you. I don't even know how I did that.
Ooh,
I don't even know how that happened.
frisky. I'm gonna finish them off. Maybe I'll finish one off. I'll step up,
Okay.
and I'll take a swing at one of them.
Yep.
14.
That'll hit.
Nice. For a total of 12 damage.
Okay. He's severely wounded.
And as a bonus action, I am going to evoke the power of my robe of serpents
Okay.
and
I like the sound
transform
of
one
that.
of the. Yeah, so I rolled for the snakes because I picked it up like second
Yep.
hand. So I have 5 to use. So I'll use one of them,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll drop in the space next to me.
Okay. What exactly type of snake is it?
It's a giant poisonous snake.
A giant poisonous. Wow.
So I like to imagine that it's like
Whoa.
like a man-sized cobra.
Okay,
Here, I'm just gonna actually ping it to the BTT.
It's gonna have to be a. Oh no! There we go. Yeah. They There you go, Rico. One snake.
Oh, I'm a snake. Okay.
You can control it, I believe.
Yeah, so it acts on my initiative count and it gets an attack. I
Yep,
guess.
it'll go immediately after you. Yep.
Okay, well then that'll be the end of Torin's turn and on to Snake's turn.
Mm-hmm. We're naming the snake.
We're naming the snake, but the snake's
How
gonna
are you naming
disappear
the snake? I don't know.
like forever after this.
Maybe
No.
Winston.
Winston. Attack Winston.
Go ahead. Who's he attacking? The one that you?
I think he'll
reduced to severe?
probably attack the one that I've attacked.
Mm-hmm. He lashes out, bites at it. Go ahead.
13?
13 will hit.
Ooh, okay. So it's gonna take 8 piercing damage.
Oh, I
and it must
love
make-
that.
And it has to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
It does not
Oh,
make that save. I meant.
well then. It'll take an additional 10 poison damage.
Yeah, snaky eating.
Ooh,
Dead hyena.
nice. And
And so that
then
concludes your turn, Durin.
that'll conclude my turn.
Okay, in a very weird situation, guys. Chiavo, you see these hyenas, and they're quite close to you. And they just run straight at Torin.
Nice. Come to me. Come
As
to me.
do all of these ones. Oh, can he get that close? Ooh, he cannot. He's gonna have to attack the snake.
Does that mean only the first one rolls without advantage?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think I could survive a Mangolin right about now. From
So 9 for the first hit. And then
It's a miss.
19.
That's a miss.
Natural 20.
That's definitely a hit.
All right, I'll undo it.
Oh,
Yep. What is your thing when it crits?
It is. It becomes uncritted, and I use roll the die, which is 8. It will roll. Will reduce the actual regular hit damage by an additional 5.
5. Nice.
cool.
That's pretty good. So it'll roll regular damage. And it gets an 8, so you'll take 3.
Nice.
The next one bites at you and misses. I don't know why this one decided to roll its advantage with 2 separate rolls. It was feeling spicy. 23,
That hits.
24,
That also hits.
17. Hold on, I've lost count.
Have any of them attacked the snake?
No,
Oh, okay.
I've got a way to go yet. I'm going to do the damage
Oh,
at the end. I just
Gotcha.
start with the nat 21. A 19, that misses, right?
Yep.
Another nat 20.
Wow.
A lot of hits.
Well, the first nat 20 was negated anyway, so.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a nat 20, 2 regular hits, and then 1 bite at the snake. With advantage, I don't know why I rolled it separately. The bite at the snake is a 24 to hit. So the snake will take 11 piercing damage.
It's dead.
Okay,
Well-
and that's big.
Well, I didn't roll its hit points. I was just taking its
Okay.
base, which is 11. So it's dead.
You will take 15 basic biting damage.
15 basic biting damage.
An additional 20 crit biting damage. And the one that reduced the snake to 0 gets to, as a bonus action, move up to half its movement speed and make a bite attack on you.
Nice.
And he will get a 22 to hit.
I'm gonna shield that one actually.
Are you? This is a good
Yeah.
time to shield. Can I say just don't bother? Because if you had have shielded, you would have blocked almost all of these attacks. So maybe do it next round.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because you
I
only
forgot
would
that
have been
shield
hit
lasts-
once.
I forgot that she'll last the entire time.
Yeah, you would have only been hit once in that entire situation by 1 crit. After all that shenanigans, Kiava, it's your turn.
That's a lot around
Yeah.
Torin, isn't it? Holy shit.
It's almost worth hitting Torin with a fireball at this point.
Yeah. If you have fire, please throw it at me.
Unfortunately, I do not have Fireball instead. Because, yeah, loath for you to give me fucking Fireball. What I will do, though, I'm sorry, Torin, but that
Oh, no.
something similar to that effect does sound good.
I'm pretty healthy.
Uh,
Have at
yeah,
it.
I hope I can be forgiven for my transgressions, but I'm going to lightning bolt all 9 targets, if that's
Do it.
okay.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'll-
Are you gonna make it lightning damage?
Yeah,
Or
I
you-
will actually make it lightning damage, unless Torin would rather I make it something else.
I think
Fire.
Torin, who's resistant to
Fire.
fire damage, would really like you
Fire.
to make it fire
Fire.
damage.
Yeah, okay, then I will,
Fire
then I will
damage would be
transform
the-
this into fire damage, and it will be
Fire
a fire
damage.
Those
damage
hyenas.
across.
Give me the damage.
Time to roast. That will be
Is there a save to make as well?
27
dex save,
fire
please.
damage, but yeah, it's a dex save.
Nice.
Can you hit them all?
Damn.
Yeah. Lightning bolt doesn't look like it's that wide, but it really is because it's a 5-foot radius line, or like thingy line.
No, it's not.
Where are we? 5 foot wide, is it?
Yeah.
It says 5
Yeah.
feet wide.
Jamal, 5 foot wide is going to hit 2 and Torin.
Oh,
Now, I
okay,
suppose you could. I suppose you could hit
the line
4
one
on Torin.
Right, like if you, or even
Okay,
5.
and I'll
like,
try to
if you
hit,
send it
like-
down the line.
Hang on, if I put myself in the right spot, could I hit like 5 and Torin if I go like
On the
Down.
line, yeah.
down like that?
Right, it depends if you're allowed to go down the line or not. That I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
fine, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll go with that then. That'll be slightly better then. That's yeah.
Okay, I got a 13, 2 nat 1s, a 4 and a 7.
Everyone failed.
Mm-hmm.
We all failed.
So that's a full 27 except.
You know the
for
worst
Tom
thing?
versus resistance.
If any of them
I
had
forgot.
have succeeded, they would have taken 0.
Really? Wow.
Bad day for them.
So wrong.
Bad day at the office or for the dice.
It's
Cool.
So
Yeah, there
cruel.
are 5 wounded hyenas there. Does that conclude your turn?
Wounded. Damn, they're soft. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
Littlefield.
So, do I think if one of these spaces was not a hyena, that Torin would be able to move out diagonally through them? Like if he were to either take the opportunity attacks or disengage, or can he not move through the diagonal open space?
You mean if it was like
If like one of the
This?
these of the corners was dead,
Right,
yeah,
like
yeah,
could he
yeah,
get
yeah.
out, or is he?
by
not able to
technicality,
get out?
yes, but he would proc 7 opportunity attacks.
Right. I'm going to try first to use my bonus action to well, I have to go either toward
I mean,
me or away from me.
Torin's also happy to tank all these guys if you just want to start chipping them away at them. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean,
I'm not terribly.
it's gonna
injured.
be.
I could probably take a next round of those attacks.
I'm just gonna try to move the one closest to me towards me, so it'll a strength save. If it doesn't work, then the whole thing's good.
Yeah. 5.
Okay, so it gets pulled toward me, and then I'm just gonna say, Torin, get yourself out of there. Anyone else who can hit them all at once before they get moving, hit them all with something once he's gone, and I will ready a max level shatter to hit all of them there, that square at least, once Torin is gone.
So the trigger is Torin getting out the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
McPherson.
doesn't. It's fine.
Can I help you, Bruno?
I think that's Josh actually.
No, it's me doing it over Bruno because Bruno was like, I don't know, doing something weird.
Where he's gone.
Okay, you're muted
Not even talking.
and you're playing hide and seek.
What's the range of shatter, Henrik?
It's only a 10-foot radius.
So realistically, we only need to move Torin 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he can probably do it himself, either by taking stuff, but he may not want to, right? So if you want to force him,
No, it's.
I mean, if
whatever I can
the,
get
if
when
the
he
trigger
wins.
if the trigger is for me to get out of the way, then I'm gonna get out of the way. So
I'm gonna try and cut a path for you that leads to you getting the least opportunity of attacks possible.
does disengage give me disengage on all of them or just one?
Yeah.
of them?
Yeah.
Well then I don't
He's
know that I
fine.
need
I mean,
that.
it just uses your action. But
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna do mine.
I'm happy to blast. I have them all blasted with the shatter.
Just hit some things, Alessio. Don't think too hard.
Yeah, just
10 to hit.
kill. These are injured.
Little
I'm
miss.
pretty sure the ones up top are injured. Yeah.
Little
I
miss.
am literally a battle master. My job is to think before I hit. A
That's
14.
worrying. The 14 hits.
And I'll do okay.
You're hitting
Push
this
an
one?
attack. Yeah, but you said that one was bloodied, right?
All of the ones at the top half of the fight are bloodied. I couldn't be bothered to give them 8 lines.
10 damage.
Okay, he's very wounded.
Yeah. Can you give me a strength saving throw?
I don't know, can he? 9.
Gets pushed 10 feet back. I'm gonna action surge. And I'm gonna hit this one.
Okay.
That's 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Strength save as well, if it doesn't die from the sheer damage. 12 plus 4. That's 16 damage.
Okay, he's severely wounded.
Gets pushed back. Cool. And then one last one on my last extra attack. That's a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
quit pushing him out of the way, Alessio.
I won't push this one. It's 14.
Okay, he's severely wounded.
Cool. Do I want to push back? No, actually, I'll move back here.
Okay.
It can take an opportunity. of
It
attack if
is.
it wants.
It is. It is. I shouldn't have rolled with advantage. Know that. It's 24 to hit.
That hits. Oh my god.
You take 10 piercing damage.
I'll take.
Sebastian,
it.
you're
It's
up.
my turn.
Yep. I need deck saves from these 3.
Yep. Yep. Hey! One of them takes no damage. 17? Is that also clear?
Yeah, my
Two of them
DC,
take no damage. Go on, evasion. One of them dies.
Right.
No. Sorry. I killed the. Oh well, I can just move it down. Yeah, there you go. I killed the wrong one. Yeah, cool. Does that conclude your turn?
Yep.
Sorry, you couldn't possibly be taking the disengage action, could you?
Or
Or do you just want to take?
No, let me.
You just want to
let me
take 5
think about
opportunity
it.
attacks.
Well, it's not as worth it as if Josh had held his too, and we could have hit. I was hoping that would be like another big thing, but I don't know Josh's spells. So.
If Josh had have held his action to use Snowstorm, he would have fallen 30 feet from the sky. Because he's
Oh, he's up in
concentrating
the
on
air.
fly.
He's up in the
Yeah, so he would have just collapsed on the floor.
It's just hard to imagine. Fly cat.
Yeah, so Torin is going to take the disengage
Great.
action.
Give me the damage on Shadow, please, before anything else.
Yeah. It's nope, that's the wrong. Fuck, sorry. I was looking at a different spell. It's this one. I know a lot of them will probably take nothing, but
Ooh, it's a good.
They
damage
can't
roll.
take nothing. They're not making dex saves.
right.
Yeah, it's quite cool like that.
So yeah, it would be. Let's see.
What's your DC?
Nice.
15 is the DC.
15, 1 succeeded.
Get there.
Yeah. And
That's all
the damage was 28, right?
Yes.
Sorry to delete your shadow, but I need to delete some enemies.
No, yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure you saw I wasn't getting all of them.
Yeah, no, I know. I was to a dead. 28 it was, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where's that wounded one? There's 14. 28. Yeah, cool. Everything is wounded except for the bottom right one, which is severely wounded.
Amazing.
Good enough.
That's pretty nice. Does that conclude your turn? Or do you have a bonus action or something?
I do have a bonus action. I was gonna Shield of Faith, and I think I still will.
Okay, yourself?
Myself.
Yep. Without any hesitation, this one moves round to Torin. This one runs to Torin. This one runs to Torin. This one runs to Torin. And this one will stand here and whine at the fact he can't get to Torin.
Oh shit! No. Misses all you losers.
The 22 misses?
I shield that.
Sick. Which means that I'm rolling 5 times for a nat 20. Oh, when I create my dice rollers, they're gonna allow me to type in multiple options. Yeah, okay. Kiava, you're up.
Hey, let's check the range on this one. 30 foot. Yeah, so to avoid hitting anyone, I shall pop myself over here and one Scorcher as a line along.
Mm-hmm.
Try to hit these 4.
Yep.
That's going to be a dex save for
Yep.
3d8 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 14 damage.
Nice. Nice.
Evasion sucks.
Hits all of them.
The one at the top is severely wounded. The one at the bottom is severely wounded. Does that conclude your turn?
That concludes my turn.
Mr. Littlefield.
All right, that other thing was just my waiting, my ready to action. So it's my actual turn now. Wonderful. I suppose being right up next to a feller like that, I will vicious mockery him. You know, I've heard they say that you folk laugh a lot, you little creatures there, but are you laughing now?
Oh, he gives him the Jesse J lyrics. Who's laughing now? And he fails with a 9.
Okay, that's gonna be whatever it is, a D4, I believe, or 2D4 now.
2d4.
Hooray! 2d4 psychic damage, 3
Ooh.
psychic damage. And,
There's something poetic about
disadvantage, probably.
slaying a hyena with a mockery. And that's what you've done. It is
And then
dead.
I shall.
Wait, it was this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I didn't really think
Cool.
about which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll inspire Torin. There's only one left, but if he's still on you, you made a little boost.
Alessio McPherson.
Oh, maybe Inspired Alessio. He's the next one.
Meh.
That's true.
Alessio will be fine.
Yeah.
He's got one creature to kill and it's standing right next to him. McPherson, you with us?
Yeah, I'm just gonna grapple it.
Oh,
Oh. Give me an athletics check.
It needs to be the 23.
It didn't. Just gonna hold it in
Yeah.
place and wait for Torin
Yeah.
to smack it.
No, I'm gonna put it in the cart.
What?
And I'm gonna, like, keep its mouth closed.
How are you grappling this to the cart?
You're my hyena now. Do you
I don't think we have a
understand me?
cage.
Just
I am your alpha. You are my hyena.
Sebastian, as you
You
see
are
this,
part of my pack.
as you see Alessio attempting to drag a hyena to the cart and not doing very well. The hyena hasn't moved. What are you doing?
Wait, can I actually befriend it? Making my.
You want to
little
befriend
hyena.
the hyena?
Well, not
give
really
me
befriend it.
Give it a
Just-
persuasion check.
Can I give it intimidation? Because I want
No.
it to submit to me.
No, give it
I don't want to
persuasion
persuade
check.
it. I
Then
want
you
to
can't
intimidate.
befriend it. That's not befriending it, that's enslaving it. They're not the same thing.
I wish for this hyena to become submissive to me. How do I do it?
You don't. It is too hungry. You cannot intimidate a beast that is mindless with anger and has a -4 to its int. It knows not fear. It knows
No
not many
pet for
emotions. No, no pet for you.
I'll just
Sebastian.
throw it back into the sand and say, "Run! Run away, hyena!"
Sebastian, do you want to execute it?
No,
Execute
it's
it,
not gonna
Sebastian.
kill us.
Sebastian, execute it! Your command.
Insane.
Int save, yeah. I just made one of those. He got a 5.
That's 13 psychic damage.
That's what we like to hear. It's still alive, it just doesn't have a mind anymore.
Ooh, rough.
But as you are finishing off these hyenas, I will tell you, we are going to end session here. But just before we do, you see some strange creatures. Can I put these? Can I show to players so you guys can see them?
Yeah, I see them.
Okay, you sort of see the token, right?
Yep.
Oh.
And they are large, so they should be like this. And they begin to move up from the south, coming directly towards you, looking like they are hunting you in some way.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
You are not in Kansas anymore, you're in the desert. Nature check from Kiavo before we end, please.
That is a nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, so because you got a nat 20, I'll be kind of nice and I'll give you a bit more information than you would normally have got. Lamias, which is what these creatures are, they're fairly intelligent creatures. They hunt in packs and they do have magic about them, though they are monstrosities. They are bestial in nature and they are evil in nature. They hunt in packs and they tend to have great powers of sort of desertly magic. They can often command those less intellectual than themselves. They often command beasts and such to their ways, usually making their homes in ruins, desert cities, and tombs. They tend to make lairs and hunters, acts of tyrants of pleasure, they're called, and vain predators. Always anxious to gain more wealth and slaves. Mind slaves, that is. You do know that they are capable of speech, and that they tend to be strong, persuasive, and tough. And with that, so we'll end.
Could we tell during the fight, whatever, whether they were focusing on Torn because he was wounded and they're pack animals, or because he's dragony?
You are
They attacked
100% certain they are focused on Torin for a reason. You don't think he was any more wounded or bloody than anyone else, nor did he engage on them any more than anybody else did. So, Dragony would be one insight you could very much take from it.
Right, but we don't know.
As a thought, but you certainly don't know for sure. Torin may know, actually.
Okay.
Torin, give me a survival check, but this is a very high DC, so good luck.
You
Does it
do have an
anything-
unnecessary inspiration that you didn't.
I do have an inspiration still. I was gonna
I'll
ask,
take it.
does this have anything to do with, like, no, I guess not.
It's to do with dragons,
Okay, then maybe
or
not.
dragonborn, more specifically.
So it'll be 18, and I'll throw the inspiration on because it's the end of the session, or why not? So a 22.
Or with a 22, you get a very vague thought that the one thing you do know about dragonborns is that blood is a lot hotter than other creatures. Maybe that's got something to do with it, but you're not sure. And with that is where we'll end. And we will come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. Bruno!
I thought that when Sebastian sending her earlier was really funny, and I was laughing a lot, but he couldn't see it in the camera.
Yeah, I like the fact that he was sending right in front of these sand mountains to find out what they were. Everybody's like, "Oh, good, he's going to ask somebody really clever," and then he was just like, "Hey, Furlock, how you doing?" That was great. Speaking of which, Josh.
My MVP, I think. I don't know. Can you come back to me?
Yep. Joe.
One is just that I was need to make a note for myself now to remember that probably Sebastian is up in the air. Just that he's flying off the ground all the time, which I forget. But actually, my first was the very beginning of the session, and it's very individual. When Torrin finishes up a book, I just panicked for a minute, and I realized that I was panicking because in real life, I was supposed to read a bunch of a book for my teaching this week, and I was like, wait a second. For like 10 seconds, I was like, there's no reason Henrik would have been reading a book, right? What book do I need to read? And then I realized it was my actual self.
Oh no.
Crossing D&D with real life. There are a lot of
dangerous.
There are a lot of times in real life I would love to roll initiative.
For sure.
Jamal?
I'm going to have to go with Henrik completely nullifying one of the fights, essentially, by just...
By cheating, though. So I was next. Fun.
It was good.
Good.
Yeah. Rico?
I was gonna actually say also the Henrik suggestion. I thought that was really quick thinking. But I'm also gonna make a shout out to the short-lived life of Winston.
Winston. And Josh? No? Nothing? Nothing?
It's not like the episode wasn't good. It's just like there was, a lot of combat and not a lot of other things. And I don't want to say... Because I enjoy combat, but saying my MVP is combat seems stupid.
It's okay. Was there a particularly cool moment in combat? Did you like something that you got to do?
No, I pretty much did everything that I usually do. Although...
Did you smell like Snowball Swarm?
If Bruno had woken up Sebastian, he would have been manslavered.
Oh, yeah. Josh once famously thought he was using Mindslaver and mind-whipped an NPC. I think that was this campaign, wasn't it? Sebastian mind-whipped a commoner and just... I had to make an excuse about why she wasn't just obliterated off the screen. With 4 HP, like 24 psychic damage. That was that was the mother who you guys ended up saving and with the X's on the door. God, I haven't thought about that in a while. We've had some good episodes of Beldania, haven't we? Yes. Just a nice thought. With 31 episodes, we're now 10 episodes further than any other campaign I've ever run. And not only that, but our 27 episode campaign, Darkness over Kalan, came to an end, I'm afraid, yesterday due to a team party kill. Big sad.
Oh no!
My first ever TPK as a DM. Beldania now long running. We're coming up to a year, aren't we, guys? And it's
jeez.
It's been a good ride. Not that it's over. I'm just saying it's been a good ride. I do have a couple of cool MVPs. I really liked the idea of the really intelligent wizard trying to learn more about alchemy and failing miserably. And then the halfling with 7 int being like, yeah, I'll make a 15 DC. Oh, idiot wizard. What's wrong with you? Just to learn about spiced meats. Always an important thing. Rico's genuine excitement at the Kiss Sweet Mother. One of the thousands of books I just yoinked off the Skyrim website because I needed a title of 600 books. Because that's what prep's about. Bruno carefully knocking people away from where the shadow's going to hit was great fun as well. Loved that.
It was for Torrin. I was using it for Torrin.
Always a good moment. Torrin taking the disengage action anyway. Always a good moment. Henrik suggesting that Josh prepare an action and fall out the sky. Lots of sort of just minor moments that just really amused me as a DM. But one thing I love is that it doesn't matter what I plan for you guys, it never works. The idea is that you would be hounded so you couldn't have a long rest. And Josh was like, I'm going to make us look like a mountain I'm going to prevent all sound coming in so they don't bother our sleep, and then I'm going to go to bed. And I'm just like, oh.
And we had the tiny hut going on inside.
Yeah, I got the tiny hut anyway. It's nice and warm.
Yeah.
The only issue with the only thing that wasn't nice and warm was black radish. You're gonna feed that fucker a potion. Just like all problems, just solved. Don't care. Not having any issues tonight. We're getting our rest. So I love that. And the thing is that you guys on a long rest are so strong, right? So many of your abilities are once per day, twice per day, especially when it comes to how fast we expend them in Alessio. 2 fights, right? Both fights, you get to action surge, expend the dice here, there, and everywhere. The battle monster dice.
That all comes back in a short rest. I was living my best life.
Yeah, but I mean, our action surge doesn't. But yeah, the others do, right?
It does.
Does?
Action surge comes up. The only thing that doesn't is a once per day critical, but that would be kind of broke if it did.
But yeah, I mean, it definitely sort of invalidates a lot of. Oh, I'm going to give you multiple encounters, and it's like, oh, we're just going to take a long rest in between, and ignore everything around us. I think that's really cool. So yeah, but with that is where we are going to end. There will be no Beldania next week, I'm afraid. Josh and I are going out on a visit, but we will return the following week, no doubt. We might return the following week as it is Thanksgiving weekend. We will work that one out. But in the meantime, if you guys would like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good energy.
We shall see you soon.
Well, not that soon.